Welcome to the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show. I'm Presley Davis alongside Ken Oda, and we are here to get you ready for Game 1 of 2 here in Austin as the Minot Minotauros are getting ready to face the Austin Bruins. Now, the Tauros and Bruins, I feel like, are always a guaranteed game. Now, I can only get so much from, watching games from last season and looking at the box score, but Ken, you were here for the matchups last season, and tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, it was a weird series. Both buildings, it was the visiting team that had the edge. Tauros went 3-1 here in the regular season. They took games 1 and 2 of the playoff series. Conversely, Austin went 3-1 in Minot last year and then took games 3 and 4. Unfortunately, that trend didn't hold when we came back here for Game 5 last year. Bruins jumped out early and won 5-1, but it was overall a very strange series, a lot of physicality. We'll always see that when we play the Bruins. So it was a good series. It was a hard-fought series, and it was a close series all the way through.
Yeah, we're definitely in for a fun weekend, I think. I'm really excited to be here in Austin, and, I feel like every road game, the first time we come here, you and Kobe both kind of tell me and Liv, what to expect and everything. So it's a lot of fun for us, especially to kind of see the difference. So I'm excited, with the history in Austin, kind of to see how it plays out this weekend.
For sure. I'm excited to get to be at center ice to call a game after 2 weeks of calling games out of the corners. It's a lot more fun to be here in the middle of the ice.
All right, well, now let's turn our attention back to tonight's game with a look at our updated Noodles numbers brought to you by Noodles & Co. of Minot. So first game of this series for the Tauros and the Bruins. Tauros goals per game is at 2.67, with Austin sitting at 3.89. Goals against per game for Minot is 4, with Austin at 2.89. So Austin definitely has that edge over both of them right there. Power play, Tauros are 21.74. That really we haven't seen change that much throughout the season so far in percentage-wise. And then Austin is also sitting at 21.74. Penalty kill. Oh, go ahead.
I would say I think a big difference, though, Austin, 6 shorthanded goals. So while the Tauros' power play has been the source of a lot of their offense, they have to be really careful on the power play here this weekend. 6 shorthanded goals is more than a lot of teams get in an entire season. So for the Bruins to have that 9 games in, Tauros need to be ready.
Right, totally agree. And then penalty kill you have for the Tauros almost at 75%, and then Austin is at 87.18%. Then penalty in minutes, I think discipline's going to be a big thing for this series. Tauros are at 157 minutes a game, total, and then Austin is sitting at 124.
Yeah, not often that you see the Bruins below someone in penalty minutes in this division, except for maybe North Iowa last year. But yeah, it's the Bruins, a veteran team. They're playing with a lot more discipline than they have in the past, and I'm sure we'll talk about it more throughout the course of the pregame show and the evening. But under Steve Howard, who's in his 9th season here in Austin, they continue to play that style of daring the officials to call it. It'll be on Hunter Doyle tonight to decide whether or not he's going to call the game tight or not. And if he calls it tight, Tauros will get those power play opportunities. Tauros will have a better shot at winning, you hope. But if they let them get away with what they usually do, it'll be a tough night, and the Tauros are going to have to work hard in battle.
I definitely agree. Well, now it's time to take a look at our Minotauros Booster Club players to watch. So for tonight's game, I have selected Brian Cook. He will be starting in the net for the Tauros, and last time he started was against Anchorage back in Blaine during the showcase. It was the last game of the showcase, and I said it then and I'll say it now. I think this is probably something the team needs, just someone new in that locker room, kind of that different energy, and he's a younger guy, and I was really impressed with him against Anchorage, so I'm really excited to see kind of how he shows up here tonight, and then just kind of how he helps the team as well. Yeah,
it'll be a different environment than at the showcase. A lot more fans in the building, a lot of hostile fans in the building. This is a hard place to play when this place is full. I've heard they're not expecting a ton of attendance tonight, so that might play in the Tauros' favor. But yeah, it'll be definitely a different environment for a kid who's played AAA and mostly has played in front of parents and scouts over the last few years. My player to watch will be Davin Nichols. I think he had 1 assist against the Bruins last year. That's not why he's my player to watch tonight. 3 separate games, he had at least 15 penalty minutes against the Bruins. Not sure with as many veteran players as the Bruins have. I'm sure there's some carryover dislike. Also, with the Tauros struggling, having dropped 3 in a row, I wouldn't be shocked to see Davin Nichols try and come out and set the tone early, especially if the Tauros fall behind.
I totally agree, and I think that's something I'm sure a lot of our viewers are also looking forward to, especially those that have seen Davin on the ice before and kind of know what he's capable of, and, just really excited to see some excitement from him.
Really, the only question will be, as veteran as the Bruins are, they know what he's capable of too in a fight, so maybe they're going to want to stay away from him. We'll see.
Yes. I know I definitely would.
Yeah.
Well, that will bring us to our home key group keys to the game. Now, Ken, what are your keys to tonight's game?
Yeah, my first home key group keys to the game is to protect the house. The Tauros have not been making it hard enough for opponents to get to the front of the net. We've seen a lot of unmarked players get to that front of the net against the Tauros and score from in tight without really a defender even on them. Especially with Cook in net, Tauros need to make it a battle to get to the front of the cage. My second home key group keys to the game is to play through. As I talked about before, this Austin team, they like to hook, they like to hold, they like to interfere, and that's a very pre-lockout NHL style of hockey. They dare the officials to make the calls. When they do, like I said, the Bruins tend to lose. If the refs don't make those calls, it can be a long night for their opponents. But independent of whether or not the ref makes the calls, the Tauros need to fight through that style of play from Austin. And my third home key group key to the game is to know your role. Tauros are still trying to find an identity. They're looking back at the last 9 games to start the season. A lot of guys are trying to do too much. It's not that they're lacking effort. It's not that the Tauros don't care. It's a lack of trust in the system, a lack of trust in their teammates. They're still trying to find their role. A lot of these guys, they were the best or the second best player on their high school team or their AAA team. Now they're here. They're being asked to play a different role. They need to embrace that role and trust that their teammates will too. If they can do that, I think we'll start to see the Tauros click more into the system, and we know that the system works. It's the same system the Tauros have used for the last 3 years.
Right, and I think trust is definitely one thing that is kind of hard to find, but once you find it, it definitely changes everything for you. So hopefully the Tauros are able to start, trusting each other more. I think they have the sense of trusting each other, but don't realize just how much they need to trust until they're in that game situation.
Well, and it's not just trusting their teammates, it's also trusting the guys standing behind them on the bench, and Tyler Ebner and Mike Meredith. I'm not saying they have a reason not to, but it is. You're playing for a new coach. You're playing in a new system. You know what's always worked for you before, but, at this level, you can't freelance the way some of these guys have. And when you're out of position, you force someone else to go out of position, the whole thing collapses, and you get the Tauros pinned in their own zone, which we've seen a lot here early in the season.
Right. Well, Minotauros fans, it is time to take out your phones and pull up the Tauros mobile app for your chance to win at tonight's prizes. The first game we have is the 4 Bears over-under. First one is total Tauros first period goals. That number is set at half, and I'm going to take the over on that one, Ken.
Yeah, I'm going to go that way as well. We have a new old look for the Austin Bruins in net. Jack Solomon returns from the USHL. He struggled in Lincoln. I think the Tauros, if they can get to him early, might be able to shake that confidence in his first start back in the NAHL. That'll bring us to our second one, which is total Tauros shots on goal, 27.5. Tauros have been hovering around that 29-30 shot per game mark. I'm hoping they go over tonight, so I'm going to take the over as well.
I'm going to take the over as well. I'm really hoping we hit that over. And then finally, we have the total Tauros power play opportunities. That is set at 3.5. I'm going to take the over. I think discipline's going to play another. I know we've said this kind of every week, but I think it's going to be another game where that's a key factor. And if they do get those power play opportunities, I really do hope that the Tauros are able to capitalize on those as well.
Yeah, thinking back to the last few years, especially, a lot of tempers flare between these two teams. It's a pretty bitter rivalry on the ice. I wouldn't be shocked to see some guys taking runs, especially if this game gets out of hand. So I wouldn't be shocked for the Tauros to have 5 or 6 power plays in this one. I'm going over as well. That'll bring us to the McDonald's Tauros trivia question, which is how many times have the Tauros and Bruins met in the playoffs? Your choices, 5, 6, 7, or 8. Did you study up on your Tauros history coming out here this weekend?
I'm going to say 5.
All right. Well, Tauros fans, you get your guess in as well. Again, in the Tauros Hockey mobile app, a chance to win a stay-and-play package from our friends at 4 Bears and a chance to win a free lunch from our friends at Dakota Drive McDonald's.
All right, Ken, any final thoughts before we drop the puck tonight?
Yeah, this is a building that has historically actually been pretty good for the Tauros. And as they come in struggling, it's important that you get a couple of wins here. We all know what's waiting next weekend. It's the Trunk or Treat weekend for the Tauros, the UFTA's rebrand. It'll be a big weekend, a chance to finally play at home. You don't want to head into that weekend on a 5-game losing streak. You've got to get one this weekend. You really not just for the standings and what it means in the in the box score or in the standings, but you need a win just because you can see it with the guys, right? They've lost 3 in a row. You can tell the attitude is maybe not there like it was at the start of the season. The confidence is wavering a little bit. But I remember a couple of weeks ago when the Tauros got that win in Watertown, it brought everyone back to life. So if you can get one here, it'd be huge going into next weekend hosting the Aberdeen Wings, who will most likely still be in first place.
Yes, and I think definitely going into, hosting the Wings, coming back from last weekend, that's just a win that you really want to have momentum going into for that series.
For sure.
Well, that will do it for our Farmers Union Insurance pregame show. Again, I was Presley Davis with Ken Oda, and we're going to send it out to a quick break, and when we come back, it'll be time to drop the puck.
Since 2003, the architects and engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
All right, Genty, time to learn the option play.
Come on, Coach. I know how to run the option.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Mix and match 3 apps with 3 sauces, like shrimp, boneless wings, onion rings with cheese and marinara, or wonton tacos, waffle fries, and riblets with honey mustard, ranch, and honey barbecue, or brew pub pretzel, mozzarella sticks, and waffles.
Coach, how many combinations are there?
There's over 80,000.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Choose 3 apps and 3 sauces for $14.99. That's eating good in the neighborhood.
Is someone in your life using opioids? Know the signs of an overdose: limp body, slow breathing, or vomiting. Step 1 is to call 911 and give them naloxone. It will reverse an overdose, so it can be used even if you're unsure whether they're overdosing or not. Request a free 2-dose naloxone kit now at hhs.nd.gov/opioids.
A better smile isn't just about how you look, it's about how you feel. At Prestwich Orthodontics, we believe straight teeth lead to more than confidence. They lead to better health, higher quality of life, and a stronger you. From Invisalign to braces, our care is built around improving your life, not just your smile. Because when you feel good, you live better. Start your journey today at mynotbraces.com.
The Four Bears Casino Sportsbook has a new look. Enjoy Vegas-style betting in comfort. Play and qualify to win trips to Vikings or Raiders NFL games. Order a drink at the dedicated bar. Then kick back in a lounger and watch the full wall display. Feel the action all the way to the final moment and claim your winnings. Book it for private draft parties or game day too. Visit the remodeled Sportsbook at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
Circle Sanitation is a locally owned family business providing quality waste hauling services since 1980. We provide service to residential and commercial customers, as well as roll-off service for large projects and construction sites. We are dedicated to providing excellent service at competitive prices without deceptive contracts or hidden fees. For more on what Circle Sanitation can do for you, call us or visit circlesanitation.com.
At Northwest Tire, we have tires for everyone. Needs tires that are reliable and safe to get her family where they need to be. Needs a tire that's heavy duty for all of his off-roading adventures. Needs tires that can get him from point A to point B. No matter what you drive or your budget.
Northwest Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team.
First Western, you can bank on us.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
The all-new Emergency Trauma Center, built with your reassurance in mind. The new healthcare campus and medical district, now open in Minot. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Your plan speaks volumes when you're going to have a drink. Be intentional to ensure your safety and the safety of others by keeping just a few things in mind. The first is to look out for your friends and be the designated driver. Even if someone says they're fine doesn't mean they are. Second, incorporate water into your night. Ordering a glass can encourage your friends to take note. Third, be the person your friends trust and say no to the next round. And fourth, lend a hand when your friends have reached their limit. Your plan speaks volumes. Know your drink. Know your limit.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Hey Minotauros fans, welcome to Caves, your home ice advantage for home technology, home convenience, and home entertainment. From game day on the big screens, to smart home upgrades, to keeping your house secure, plus car audio and a huge selection of game room gear and accessories, our team sets you up with a winning game plan. Stop by Caves in Minot or visit us at cavesnd.com. With Caves, you will always be in the game. Go Minotauros!
At First Command, our advisors are committed to coaching you towards a financial future worthy of your service. We're dedicated to coaching you from the start of your military career to retirement and beyond, at home or during deployment, for when things get tough and when times are good. Let us show you how we honor what matters most to you. It's time to get started today.
I am Melissa Mack, and I do collections and loans at Aspire Credit Union.
My name is Amy Rasmussen, and I'm the Member Experience Coordinator at Aspire Credit Union.
I think it's very important to give back to our community to show that we care. I think that we're very good at showing our members we care, and they see us out in the community.
What I like most about working at Aspire Credit Union, it is very family oriented. We feel like one big happy family, and Aspire knows that your family always comes first.
I'll always remember when I first started. I showed up to work and my whole office was decorated in Mexican theme because I was going to be going to Mexico. I remember just being so shocked and like so honored that they did that for me. I just think that's really special that Aspire allows us to develop those relationships with our coworkers.
We do a lot of fun things. We have the best potlucks ever. Kind of brings us together, and everyone just kind of helps each other out.
Aspire to more.
Is someone in your life using opioids? Know the signs of an overdose: limp body, slow breathing, or vomiting. Step 1 is to call 911 and give them naloxone. It will reverse an overdose, so it can be used even if you're unsure whether they're overdosing or not. Request a free 2-dose naloxone kit now at hhs.nd.gov/opioids.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Find your plan today. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
In life, there's good, better, and the best. The same theme applies for our car and light truck tires at Northwest Tire. We offer you good tires, better tires, and the best tires. Which choice is right for you? That depends on your tire performance needs and your budget. The choice is yours. Come in and talk to one of our tire experts and we'll help you decide which tire is best for you.
Keeps you rolling down the road.
Welcome in to the Spam Can in Austin, Minnesota. For those of you who missed the Farmers Union pregame show, I'm Ken Oda. Puck is down. We are underway. Tauros working from right to left on your computer monitor or smart device. However you are tuned into the Minotauros network, they win the draw and dump it in. Tauros wearing the traveling black from head to toe, red shoulders and sides, cream names and numbers for the men from the Magic City. This is banked back towards the Toro end. Turning with it is Kenny. He falls down behind the net. Puck turned over. Bruins go to work there. They play it back to the point. It's Ellison. Ellison's long shot gobbled up by Cook for a whistle. Take a look at the SRT starting lines. You can see Edwards, Fate, Nichols, Prima, Zugek, Ori, Affanen, Habla, Lindsay, Ramirez, Sidorov, and Vikland up front. Cook, of course, gets the start in net. Late scratch. Owen Dawson was supposed to be in the lineup. Change made last minute, and Alex Schwartz steps in. Far side, Ori can't hold on. Shot blocked to the corner. Chipped ahead along the near side, looking for Zugek. Zugek couldn't find the handle. They'll bring it up the near side, will the Bruins. It's Elbert. Ring around to the far corner. Delayed offside, so the Tauros are able to gather. It's Solominski to the far side. Nichols hands to Solo. Solominski's pass up ice is broken up. Puck left to the near side, right in front of the Toro bench. Bruins throw it out to neutral. Will be picked up there by Andrew Luang. Dumped back in. Cap Preem back on it. Plays the far side. Solominski looks up the middle for Fate. Fate finds Marlon Edwards, and the Tauros are out of the zone. Edwards chips it in. Fate looks to chase after it, but he's beat to that puck by Marcinek. Two Marcineks, twins, on this roster, just when we thought we were done with the Bruins having twins with the Boussards leaving in the middle of last season. They find another pair. This one thrown out to neutral. Ty James had trouble with it, and this is Matt Marcinek after it. His twin brother Simon out on the ice as well. 39 and 93, the jersey numbers. Meanwhile, this is Lund with a long shot. Save made by Cook. Rebound given. Trace Day falls down. He'll go to the far corner. Puck to the near side. Long shot blocked off by traffic. It'll carry him to the near corner. It may have hit Cook as well based on the sound. They dig in the corner. Sidorov frees it up. Everyone trying to find it. No one able to settle it down. Poked at by Marlon Edwards. Kicked to the middle. Davin Nichols has it there. Hands off to Edwards. Edwards gains the red line and dumps it deep. Except for it went up and out of play, so we have a whistle. 17-16 left to go. Draw at center. Dumped in. Solomon plays to the far side. They dig in the corner. Picked up instead by the Bruins. Beckwith plays ahead to the near side. Ralph dumps it in. Back on it is Schwarz. He's met, but Sidorov helps out. Plays to the near side, Ramirez. Dumped up ice, Habla flips it on net, looks to chase it down in the corner. He's taken down hard into the wall. Loose puck picked up by Ramirez. Finds Solominski coming on. His shot soaked up by Solomon. We've got some fans checking in on social. The Cowitzes checking in from Minot. The Meckleys are in Minot as well. I assume the Braves are in Granville watching on NAHL TV. Draw to the left of Solomon. Near side, poked at. And then flipped out to neutral. E.J. Paddington gathers there. Working on Pikic. Habla steps in, takes it away, and plays it out to neutral. Toros ahead. Habla poked at the line. Delayed offside, so the Toros had to peel off. That'll allow the Bruins to start up ice. Luang out to neutral, picked up there by Haruza. Haruza scored the double overtime game winner in Game 4 in the series last spring as a jam play. And then the Toros throw it up and out of play. Smart play by Solominski as that loose puck was on the doorstep. Take the draw by throwing the puck over the glass. You'll be treated like an icing, but you don't mind there. It's better to have that than have it tapped into the cage. Kobe Brault on the ones and twos gets us another look. Solominski, you can see him there just jam that loose puck up and out of play. Draw on the near side, it rings to the far. Ori has trouble. He's able to touch ahead. Zugek touches for Ty James. Hands across to Kenny. Kenny, the defenseman, leads the rush into the zone. Tries a shot that goes high and wide. Far side, Ori. Faked up the wall and then carries down low. Ori trying to work in the corner against a pair of Bruins. Gets it to Zugek. Zugek has his pocket picked, and the Bruins will go the other way. It's Coleman. Coleman, who spent last year in the USHL, was in the NAHL 2 years ago as a member of the St. Cloud Norsemen. Collision at the end wall. Ty James comes away with the puck. And the Toros will start up ice. Prima takes a pass and speeds ahead. Prima into the zone. Delays, breaks to the near side. Shot save made by Solomon. He's been tested twice so far this evening. Long shot gloved and held by Cook, and Kenny takes exception to the late arriving Hugo Thulin. So another look at the scoring chance by Prima. The Seversons tuned in from Minot. The Grandies are in Tampa. And Lucas Smeested at U.S. Bank Stadium for Paul McCartney tonight. I'm very jealous of that. I saw that advertised and had serious thoughts about skipping tonight's contest. This is Williams turning on the far side. Preem hit hard along the end wall by Klein. Tauros turn it over. Good stick, but it right to Thulin, whose shot is blocked to the corner. Nichols swipes at it, loses his stick, uses his body to separate a player from the puck, but it's kept at the point. Lund touches back to the point. They come near point. Williams. Williams with a long shot, soaked up by Cookie. Brian Cook and Jack Solomon, St. Louis natives. So it's an all St. Louis goaltending matchup here in Austin tonight. Draw to the left of Cook. Elbert controls there. Rings it down low. It'll be picked up by Beckwith. Puck moved along that far wall. Beckwith plays down into the corner for Ruth. Albert keeps it the near point. Hands off. Poked free. Can the Tauros gather it? They can. Jammed ahead. It'll miss Vikland, but it was tipped, so no icing. Back on it is Luang. He leaves in the corner. Dane Ramirez plays the body, but the puck's moved up the far wall to Ruth. Bouncing puck in neutral. Ruth finds it. Vikland separates him from the puck and guides it back, but it missed Solominski. Solo leaves it behind the net for Pikic. Pikic ahead. It was behind Sidorov, and now jam play. Good job by the Tauros getting to Beckwith on the doorstep. It was Dane Ramirez who took away the scoring chance. Beckwith with it now again by the blue line. Shot tip out front goes well wide off the stick of Simon Marcinek. Tauros send this down the ice. It was touched, so no icing. Jack Solomon out of his net trying to catch the Tauros in the change. Fires ahead. It's Simon Marcinek. Hands to Biotti. Biotti throwing far side. Missed everyone. Gathered up by Paddington. Paddington rings it back to the near side. Biotti. Biotti to the point. Simon Marcinek. Shot tip goes wide. Working down low is Matt Marcinek. Taken away from him. Tauros jam it out to neutral. Players tie up there, but the puck rolls deep into the Tauros zone. Kenny leaves for Ty James. James banks for Affanen, who stepped into. Puck rolls out to neutral. Paddington turning, gets away from Abla. Dumped back into the Tauros zone. Ty James will retreat and retrieve. Banks to the near corner and Kenny. 12 minutes left to go here in period number 1. Still no scores. The Tauros gain the line. Lindsay carries down low. No, he left it on the near wall. The Bruins found it first. It was Mikey Coleman. Coleman working in around Schwartz for a stuff shot that's stopped by Cook. Schwartz plays to the near side. Got hit hard. So did Prima. But the Bruins maintain possession for a moment. Xander Lipset plays to the far side. Caden Lindsay takes it away. Lindsay jams out to neutral, but the Bruins take it right back and turn up ice. Lund right through Lindsay, then leaves off far side. Puck swept in behind the Toro net. Schwartz is on it for... No, he leaves it. Got help there instead from Jax Warren. Toro's able to get out to neutral, and the Bruins take it away, but it's an offside play, so the whistle goes. 675 seconds left to go here in period number 1. Draw will be in front of the Toro bench. Zugek line out. He'll take the draw against Klein. Gave you the referee's name in the pregame show. It's Hunter Doyle. He's helped out on the lines by Josiah Demon and Finian McLaughlin, right out of a James Joyce novel. 11:05 left to go here in period number 1. Williams, the defenseman, carries into the zone. Carries below the goal line, puts out front. Tip doesn't go. Second stop made by Cook. And unable to get it back on net was Klein. Bruins still control, though, on the far wall. Nice takeaway by Ori. Tauros jam it up ice. It doesn't connect with Prima, but Ori's there in support. Ori drops for Zugek. Can't connect. Prima can't find it either. Body's at the floor. Solominski puts Trace Day down hard, but Albert, the defenseman, trying to go one-on-one the other way. Things have opened up, I think, a little bit more than either coaching staff would like here the last minute or so, as Ori can't hold on to that in neutral ice. Beckwith on the far side. Gains the red line, dumps it in. Wide of Cook's net. Kenny leaves it behind for Ty James. Ty to the near side and Prima touches for Fate. Fate trying to chase it down, but he's beat to the puck instead. Rung to the far side. Good stick by Marlon Edwards. Blocks that pass, but Ellison's there. Ellison rings it to the near. Picked up by Baetti. Baetti turned it over to Edwards. Edwards pokes at it, keeps it on the near wall. Stepped in too hard. Toros dig there. It squirts to the circle. Puck pinballs. Nichols can't settle it down. Beckwith does. A pair of 13s on that little battle. Not often you see both teams have a number 13. Apparently not a lot of superstition there. This is Baetti. Plays it down into the circle. Missed everyone. Fate finds it, has Nichols. Nichols working up ice, defended nicely by Ellison, and Ellison will just chip that out to neutral. It gets through Ty James. James sweeps across for Preem. Preem looking up the middle. Sidorov touched for Nichols. Poked away from him, but Sidorov in support punches it deep into the zone. Sidorov after Ramirez there as well, but it rings to the near side for Kazabowski. Kazabowski up ice for Paddington. Paddington cutting to the middle in a triangle of Toros. He just rolls it into the corner. Cap Preem there for the Toros. Hoists one ahead. Arm is up for icing. It won't go far enough. Sidorov will pressure. Played in behind the net. Luang takes a hit to make the play. Puck to the far side. Ramirez delivers another collision. Toros take it away in neutral. Cap Preem had nowhere to go with it, so he punts to the blue line. Bruins take over there. Far side again, Luang. Tries to dump it into the Toro zone, but it's blocked. It goes right onto the stick of Fate. I'm sorry, that's Habla. 62, not 92. Habla taken down by Lipset on the far side. Plays over to the Haruza. Haruza has it taken away by Preem, who banks behind the Toro net, but it missed Solominski. Taken away by Lipset. Lipset goes to work, only to have the Toros take it back. Good keep at the blue line by Williams. Feeds Lipset. Lipset hit hard by Preem. They tie up. Bruins have the puck. Good stick by Solominski. Down low, blocks a centering feed. This is Coleman. Coleman around the zone, looking for help. Shot save made. Rebound controlled and flipped ahead nicely by Habla. Toros control. Banked ahead on the near side. It missed Zugek and Ori. Williams plays to the far side. Haruza right back on the attack. Zugek pokes that puck free. Solominski steps in. Solominski failed to clear. Haruza has it taken away by Zugek. Affinan feeds Zugek. Zugek poked away by Klein. Pikic was there. Plays up the far wall. Big collision there. Sends Ori to the ice. He gets back up, keeps possession, tries to play back to the point. Batted past Ty James. Quick feed up ice. Broken up. It'll be picked up instead by Ryan Lund. Lund into the zone with speed. Shot save made. Rebound right onto the stick of a Bruin and then blockered away by Cook. Toros able to roll this out to neutral. Fast-moving first period. We've had maybe 3 whistles. 6:50 to go here in the opening stanza. Still no score. This is Kenny and Nichols play catch. Up ice for Fate, who squeezes through a check. Fate dances into the zone. Return feed from Nichols broken up. Thrown to the far side. Good. Keep the line by Ty James. His shot's blocked, but he gets it back. James turning in the corner. Looks to leave it behind the net. Nichols can't reach there. Kenny pinches down. Aggressive pinching from defensemen on both points on that shift. Nichols can't wall off a man, and now the puck's on the far side. Preem has trouble. Beckwith throws it to the front. Kenny was there. Kenny blocked the shot, starts Nichols up ice. Nichols has the stick chopped out of his hands. Toro bench wants a penalty. They're not getting one. Fate and Ruth come together as well. Near side, Toros carry ahead. Preem dumps it in. Solomon stops. Bruins turn it over. Sidorov throws to the corner as he was having trouble turning. Ellison plays up the wall. Swartz keeps it. His shot's blocked by a sliding Paddington, and it carries all the way down into the Toro zone. Preem turns back the way he came and plays up the wall for Sidorov. Sidorov across for Ramirez. Ramirez into the zone. Dane Ramirez looking to center. It's broken up and carried in behind the net by the Bruins. Puck to the near side. It's Matt Marcinek. Far corner, Luang chips out to neutral. Taken over there by Solominski. Guides it back to Schwartz. Up ice for Habla. He'll dump it in. Solomon out of his net. Sweeps to the far side. Toros pursue. Paddington turns it over. Banked back to Dane Ramirez at the blue line. He just punches it down the wall. He's looking for Habla. Habla in the wing, tie up. Toros jam it back to the point in Solominski. Solominski comes across for Pikic. Pikic's shot goes wide, rebounding behind the net. Ramirez, backhand shot stopped as he was coming out from behind. And now a feed back to the blue line splits Pikic and Solominski, and the Toros have to regroup. Pikic dumps it right back in as we hit 4:42 to play here in period number 1. Bruins still control. They throw this ahead on the near side. Picked off. It was intended for Coleman. It was Zugek who took it away. Rolled into the Bruins zone. Zugek gloves that back down. Then it's hacked away from him. Lipset will turn. Lipset on the near side. Carries into the zone. Forced wide. Tries to cut to the middle at the hash marks. And instead it's poked away and he falls down. Bruins take it back. They've got Lipset below the goal line. He's trying to work out of the corner. Dogged by Pikic. He gives it up for a shot that's blocked inside off the stick of Haruza by Cook. Toros, Solominski takes away, feeds Affanen. Affanen up ice for Lindsay. Lindsay rolls it into the zone. Lipset tried to interfere. Meanwhile, it's Coleman back up ice. Coleman tries a shot that's blocked. Cook stops for Kenny. Banks to the near side. Affanen. Affanen head up looking for help. None coming. Kenny steps into Coleman. The puck freed up for Fate. Fate leaves on the near side. It's turned over to Beckwith. Beckwith feeds Williams. Shot gloved and held for a whistle. 3:34 left to play in period number 1. Let's go down to Presley Davis at ice level.
Thanks, Ken. I was able to speak with head coach, Coach Ebner, before the game, and he said the biggest thing for this weekend is to see the work ethic be where it's at. He wants to see that translate into the team's identity as well, to be hardworking and just play hard for a full 60 minutes. He told me one of their main focuses is putting pucks in an area where they can get it back and manage the puck without giving them any easy opportunities. Back to you, Ken.
Thank you, Presley. Bruins control and neutral off the draw. Dumped back in. Ty James back on it. Up ice. Edwards chops it into the zone. Nichols up on the pressure. Bruins play it away from him. To the far side. Can Fate hold the line? He can. He throws it on net where Solomon will cover. 3:07 left to go here in period number 1. Shots right now are listed at 15-6 in favor of the Bruins, and I don't know about that. I don't know if Olivia or Presley can find the scratches and see what the Toros have the shot totals at. Meanwhile, we've got some more fans checking in. Charles Wilburn's in Minot watching on NATV. The Lawrences are aboard. The Vicklins out in Sweden. The Tims and Conways checking in. The Brits are at Iron Horse in Minot. We just said Iron Horse a couple of weeks ago. The Mocs are aboard, and they're at the Mesa for Beaver hockey. I mean, really, any place that has a mac and cheese burger, I'm going to be there. This is Preem leaving it behind the net. Marlon Edwards picks up for the Toros. Near side, Toros fail to clear. Williams keeps it. Williams walks right down the middle. Shot kicked away by Cook. 2:22 left as the Toros turn it over again in their own zone. Lipset plays back to the point. Cross to the near point, Williams. Williams to the middle. Shot blocked. It was Fate who went out to pressure. Puck to the corner. Albert pinches down the wall. If you look at the player numbers for the Bruins, they get a lot of offense from their defensemen. Toros need to make sure pucks get out past the blue line. Near side. Picked up by Simon Marcinek. Dane Ramirez plays it back to the point. It gets through Pikic. Toros have to retreat. And no, that was an icing. Barely, because Simon Marcinek was coming on hard and Solominski and Pikic were not. Palindrome on the clock. Minute 41 left to go here in period number 1. Still no score. Offensive zone draw for the Tauros off the icing. Zugek with Prima in the shooting hole. Billet Ray tuned in on NATV back in the Magic City. Brian Spielvogel in Squamish. I butchered that. Somewhere in New Hampshire. Jeremy Pike and family from just outside Charlotte. I'm pretty sure I nailed that one. Far side, Bruins control. Prima takes it away. This is Coleman into the zone. Coleman looks to center. It ends up in front. Jam play, and Cook somehow keeps it out. Still loose. He gets the cover, and then a couple of late whacks, and the Tauros are not thrilled with the abuse of their goaltender, nor should they be. We'll get another look thanks to Kobe. The Davises are home in Waxahachie as we see the extra wax taken at Cook as he was trying to cover that puck. Tauros find the draw first. Rolled into the zone. Vicklin can't find it. Tauros control. This is Ramirez. Dumps it in around Beckwith as we hit the final minute of play here in period number 1. Final minute of play brought to you by our friends at Northern Plains Equipment as the Tauros pressure. Feed to the middle of the ice does not connect, and it's dumped back down to the Tauros zone. Ty James turning. James ahead. Vicklin touches it into the zone. Puck up the far side. Ty James finds it, takes a hit, but dumps it in. Final half minute. Rolled out to neutral, and Ty James again will dump it in. Awkward carom off a stanchion, but the Tauros had to peel off and go for a change. Again, it's thrown out to Ty James, and again, Ty James will dump it in as we hit the final quarter of a minute. Final sixth of a minute. And it looks like the Bruins are going to be content to take this into the intermission as a scoreless draw after one period. Are we out to break? We staying here? Okay, we'll keep it here. End of one. Still no score. Shots on the official score sheet. 20-6 in favor of the Bruins. That feels a little heavy to me, but I'm also not sitting here making tick marks throughout the period. We'll have Presley Davis with Ty James at ice level momentarily. Meanwhile, now's as good a time as any to remind you that next weekend is the Tauros Trunk or Treat Tailgate on Saturday. Tauros finally get to return home on Friday and Saturday, but I believe we're ready downstairs. Well, we'll wait for that guy to walk by. Now we'll go downstairs to Presley Davis and Ty James.
Thanks, Ken. I'm joined with Ty James. Now, Ty, how can you create some more traffic in front of their goalie?
I think we just got to get the puck up to our D, go D to D, and then allows our forwards to get to the net and crash.
And then throughout that first period, what is something you noticed that you really like about the team's game so far?
I think we got a lot more jump in the first period, and we're just getting to pucks more, and we're just playing way more hard, so I'm up.
All right, thanks, Ty. Back to you, Ken.
Thank you, Presley. We will take a commercial break when we come back. The Four Bears Casino Lodge Intermission Report after these messages on the Minotauros Network.
Hi, I'd like to add my new motorcycle to my insurance policy, please.
Greetings. Is it a moped or unicycle?
No, it's a motorcycle.
Unicycling enhances core body strength.
No, it's a motorcycle. It has 2 wheels, a seat, handlebars.
Does it have rocket boosters?
Can I speak to a live agent?
Impossible. All agents have been neutralized.
At Farmers Union Insurance, technology is important, and so is finding the best options for our clients, person to person. Farmers Union Insurance. Local agents, more options, great rates.
At Northwest Tire, we're part of your community, and we want you to be part of our family. We're about more than tires. We're about superior customer service to keep your vehicles and equipment safely rolling down the road. If you'd like to join a company that truly cares for our customers and employees, come work with us and become part of our growing family. Apply at nwtire.com.
Northwest Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
Hey Minotauros fans, welcome to Caves, your home ice advantage for home technology, home convenience, and home entertainment. From game day on the big screens, to smart home upgrades, to keeping your house secure, plus car audio and a huge selection of game room gear and accessories, our team sets you up with a winning game plan. Stop by Caves in Minot or visit us at cavesnd.com. With Caves, you will always be in the game. Go Minotauros!
A better smile isn't just about how you look, it's about how you feel. At Prestwich Orthodontics, we believe straight teeth lead to more than confidence. They lead to better health, higher quality of life, and a stronger you. From Invisalign to braces, our care is built around improving your life, not just your smile. Because when you feel good, you live better. Start your journey today at mynotbraces.com.
My family is what matters. Always has been. The family you choose. And the family you create. That's why I do it. Why I put on the uniform and serve. I do it to give them a future. Because no matter what I do, I always put my family first. So I can plan for their tomorrow by taking care of today.
A financial future worthy of your service.
Being Bison alumni, both Hunter and I know what's important.
Giving back to our community,
Supporting others,
and always being someone you can depend on.
like First Western always says.
You can bank on us.
People you know, teammates you trust.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Is someone in your life using opioids? Know the signs of an overdose: limp body, slow breathing, or vomiting. Step 1 is to call 911 and give them naloxone. It will reverse an overdose, so it can be used even if you're unsure whether they're overdosing or not. Request a free 2-dose naloxone kit now at hhs.nd.gov/opioids.
The Four Bears Casino Sportsbook has a new look. Enjoy Vegas-style betting in comfort. Play and qualify to win trips to Vikings or Raiders NFL games. Order a drink at the dedicated bar. Then kick back in a lounger and watch the full wall display. Feel the action all the way to the final moment and claim your winnings. Book it for private draft parties or game day too. Visit the remodeled Sportsbook at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Find your plan today. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
We are back with the Four Bears Casino and Lodge intermission report. Obviously a scoreless first period, but Ken, how did you feel like that first period went?
Obviously, anytime you can get out of the first period on the road in a tie game, you're going to be happy with it. I don't think you're going to be happy with 20 shots on goal allowed compared to just 6 taken for the Tauros, but it's a scoreless first. I thought Cook looked strong in net. Tauros had some trouble getting out of their own zone. The Bruins are being very aggressive right now when the Tauros get possession in their own zone. The Bruins defensemen aren't backing up. They are holding the blue line. An adjustment I'd like to see the Tauros make, get some chips off the glass or up the middle of the ice and have a forward leaving the zone. You might be able to get a breakaway or two behind these defensemen because they are being so aggressive and holding the blue line.
For sure. I have to pause and say the spam, what did you call it earlier?
The
spam zone.
Spamboni
Is making me laugh. Wow, we really are in spam can. Spam can, is that what you call it?
Yeah, I call it the Riverside Arena the spam can in my,
Definitely something funny. However, next weekend we won't be here. We will be finally at home for Trunk or Treat. So if you haven't gotten your Trunk or Treat tickets yet, make sure you head to our website and get them. Definitely super exciting. The rebrand, those jerseys, if you haven't seen them on Instagram, definitely go take a look. Super, super cool. Sebastian did an amazing job. Obviously, we have to shout him out while we're on the road. Ken, what are you thinking of for Trunk or Treat? Have you come up with your costume yet?
I have not come up with my costume. My wife has gone a little overboard. Hannah has like 7 costumes.
Oh.
So Hannah might be just doing laps through the Trunk or Treat.
Oh,
but
God.
But yeah.
She'll get more candy. They won't know it's her.
She's got a shark costume, a skunk, a mermaid, a whole bunch. So, hopefully she doesn't go through. She can't even eat the candy yet. She's only 15 months old, and she's allergic to everything. But, she'll still have a good time. And, the older two, Lily and Will, will definitely take the candy from their sister as well. So
well,
it'll
Presley
be a fun
and I
weekend.
just ordered our costumes, so definitely come and see. I convinced her to do a duo costume. I know she said last week on the broadcast she was going solo, and I was really upset about that. So reel her back in and do a roommate costume. Let's take a look at your keys to the game. Ken, your first one was protect the house. Obviously, we did have a scoreless first. You said Cook obviously is looking really great out there. How are you feeling about that key?
Despite 20 shots allowed, a lot of them were from the outside, so I thought the Tauros did a pretty good job. You didn't see a lot of second chance opportunities. Loose pucks in front of the net were cleaned up. Still a little too many chances from being close for the Bruins, but when Cook made the save, the Tauros did a good job of cleaning up the rebounds. My second key to the game was to play through the Bruins. We've seen already a few times the Tauros try to enter the zone. You get that dump in, and the defenseman doesn't turn and chase after it. Instead, he stands up and gets in the way of the guys chasing after the puck. Tauros need to figure out a solution to that because, again, getting outshot 20-6 is not a sustainable game plan here for the next 40 minutes.
For sure. Your third one was know your role, talking about finding that identity. I know you and Press talked a little bit about that on the pre-show. How are you feeling about that out here tonight?
I think the Tauros are doing a better job of knowing their role in the defensive zone. Still a few miscues that led to turnovers. But overall, that defensive zone coverage has been stronger. And like I said, when pucks are stopped, they're getting cleaned up and cleared, not giving the Bruins 3 or 4 or 5 chances from being close. And even the shots that have come in, it's not like we saw in the last few weeks where there's a guy standing alone right in front of the goaltender being able to pick his spot. So Tauros' defensive zone is cleaning up. Now they just need to figure out a way to get out of their zone and sustain some pressure at the other end of the ice.
For sure. We're going to send it out to a quick break, and we'll be back with those out-of-town scores for you guys.
Your plan speaks volumes when you're going to have a drink. Be intentional to ensure your safety and the safety of others by keeping just a few things in mind. The first is to look out for your friends and be the designated driver. Even if someone says they're fine doesn't mean they are. Second, incorporate water into your night. Ordering a glass can encourage your friends to take note. Third, be the person your friends trust and say no to the next round. And fourth, lend a hand when your friends have reached their limit. Your plan speaks volumes. Know your drink. Know your limit.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Hey Minotauros fans, welcome to Caves, your home ice advantage for home technology, home convenience, and home entertainment. From game day on the big screens, to smart home upgrades, to keeping your house secure, plus car audio and a huge selection of game room gear and accessories, our team sets you up with a winning game plan. Stop by Caves in Minot or visit us at cavesnd.com. With Caves, you will always be in the game. Go Minotauros!
At First Command, our advisors are committed to coaching you towards a financial future worthy of your service. We're dedicated to coaching you from the start of your military career to retirement and beyond, at home or during deployment, for when things get tough and when times are good. Let us show you how we honor what matters most to you. It's time to get started today.
I am Melissa Mack, and I do collections and loans at Aspire Credit Union.
My name is Amy Rasmussen, and I am the Member Experience Coordinator at Aspire Credit Union.
I think it's very important to give back to our community to show that we care. I think that we're very good at showing our members we care, and they see us out in the community.
What I like most about working at Aspire Credit Union, it is very family oriented. We feel like one big happy family, and Aspire knows that your family always comes first.
I'll always remember when I first started. I showed up to work and my whole office was decorated in Mexican theme because I was going to be going to Mexico. I remember just being so shocked and like so honored that they did that for me. I just think that's really special that Aspire allows us to develop those relationships with our coworkers.
We do a lot of fun things. We have the best potlucks ever. Kind of brings us together, and everyone just kind of helps each other out.
Aspire to more.
In life, there's good, better, and the best. The same theme applies for our car and light truck tires at Northwest Tire. We offer you good tires, better tires, and the best tires. Which choice is right for you? That depends on your tire performance needs and your budget. The choice is yours. Come in and talk to one of our tire experts, and we'll help you decide which tire is best for you.
The Four Bears Casino Sportsbook has a new look. Enjoy Vegas-style betting in comfort. Play and qualify to win trips to Vikings or Raiders NFL games. Order a drink at the dedicated bar. Then kick back in a lounger and watch the full wall display. Feel the action all the way to the final moment and claim your winnings. Book it for private draft parties or game day too. Visit the remodeled Sportsbook at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Find your plan today. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
All right, we are back, and we're going to get you guys those out-of-town scores. Tonight we have St. Cloud Norsemen playing the Minnesota Mallards. It is 0-1. Mallards are pulling ahead on that one. And then we have the Aberdeen Wings playing the North Iowa Bulls, which is Wings are at 3 and the Bulls are at 2. Definitely that's a game to watch, I for sure would say. And who has off tonight, Ken? Watertown, and who am I totally blanking on?
Watertown
Bismarck.
And Bismarck, yeah.
They are playing tomorrow and Sunday, definitely a little bit different. And correct me if I'm wrong, they're playing home and home, correct?
Yep, they are. Yeah.
Definitely, obviously, something we don't often get to experience, if ever. Have we ever done that with Bismarck?
We typically do that with Bismarck. This is a weird year that we don't, but Watertown and Bismarck, that's kind of on the edge there. That's like 5 hours. That's a tough. We used to do home and homes with Aberdeen way back when, and that's 4.5, 5 hours, about the same distance. And getting home, there's a huge advantage to being the home team on Friday night, because now the other team's not getting back to the home until 3 in the morning, getting into bed by it's almost 4 a.m. by the time they're getting in bed.
Not sure that's quite fair.
And then you get to sleep in your bed Friday night and get on the bus like a normal game. So that's a tough home and home.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We are also going to start giving you guys some alumni scores Our first alumni, who Ken, you obviously said his brother plays here right now, Owen Dawson, is Will Dawson, who is at the Air Force Academy. They are playing University of St. Thomas at 8:05. Had that mixed up with the time change. So next intermission, hopefully we'll have first period score for you guys. We have Colby Volk at Western Michigan playing UMass Lowell 2-0 at the end of the first. We also have 2 Western Michigan commits currently on the team. Ken, how are you feeling about that?
Yeah, it's good to see Woogie up there at Western Michigan, hopefully getting into some action. And he set the Tauros, basically rewrote the record book for defensemen. So hopefully he has a nice college career now as he starts his freshman season.
Western Michigan definitely being a team to watch coming off of that championship season last, obviously, season. And then we have Chad Mueller at Long Island University versus Penn State, 3-3 in the middle of the second, or is that game?
Yeah, mid-second there. And
high-scoring game, wow.
Yeah, and Chad had a good freshman year for the Sharks last year, so hopefully he can build on that. And I think Noah Ruprecht there as well. Did Ruprecht transfer out? Yeah. So Noah Ruprecht was there last year. Shame on me for not going through.
Keeping up with that.
And keeping up with where everyone went. I want to say there's another Toro there too, but as I'm scrolling through the box score, if there is, he's not in the lineup right now. So, a lot of Toro alum will get, as you mentioned, we'll start mixing those scores in now that college hockey is in full swing.
Yeah, definitely games to watch for sure. Obviously, I could sit at a hockey game all day long, so definitely excited to see some of those games as well. Make sure if you haven't, speaking of following along, make sure you follow all of our socials. We've been super active on, as Press and I have talked about, Instagram and TikTok, definitely, especially with Trunk or Treat coming up. We have so much fun Halloween content, which you'll be seeing a week before Halloween, especially with Trunk or Treat. We definitely want to get you guys some of that. Spoiler alert, the boys have carved pumpkins, and have you seen the pumpkins, Ken?
I have not seen it yet. And for the fellow olds like me, we're also posting this stuff on Facebook and Twitter. So
yes, definitely getting it out on Facebook. The pumpkin carving is definitely something you'll want to watch. We have a lot of fun content coming up. But that'll do it for the first intermission for Bears Casino and Lodge Report. We'll see you guys at Puck Drop for the second.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Since 2003, the architects and engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Circle Sanitation is a locally owned family business providing quality waste hauling services since 1980. We provide service to residential and commercial customers, as well as roll-off service for large projects and construction sites. We are dedicated to providing excellent service at competitive prices without deceptive contracts or hidden fees. For more on what Circle Sanitation can do for you, call us or visit circlesanitation.com.
The Four Bears Casino Sportsbook has a new look. Enjoy Vegas-style betting in comfort. Play and qualify to win trips to Vikings or Raiders NFL games. Order a drink at the dedicated bar. Then kick back in a lounger and watch the full wall display. Feel the action all the way to the final moment and claim your winnings. Book it for private draft parties or game day too. Visit the remodeled Sportsbook at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
Is someone in your life using opioids? Know the signs of an overdose: limp body, slow breathing, or vomiting. Step 1 is to call 911 and give them naloxone. It will reverse an overdose, so it can be used even if you're unsure whether they're overdosing or not. Request a free 2-dose naloxone kit now at hhs.nd.gov/opioids.
a state-of-the-art hospital and medical office building built with you in mind. The new healthcare campus and medical district, now open in Minot. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Welcome back inside the Spam Can, the Riverside Arena here in Austin, Minnesota. Tauros and Bruins ready to start period number 2. Still no score. Tauros now working left to right on your computer monitor or smart device as I try to catch my breath. This one dumped in. Long run to the bathroom here. And a short commercial break. Far side, chipped up the wall. Tauros take it away. Zugek leaves it off far side. Ori trying to find Prima, but it's picked off. Bruins go the other way. Dumped into the Tauros zone, but the Tauros take it back. This is Ori. Banks into the zone. Zugek tried to return it. It ends up in the near corner. A Bruin falls down untouched. It was Coleman. He is eventually able to regain possession and his feet as he throws one on net to be gloved and held by Cook. First whistle just 53 seconds in to period number 2. Tobridge checking in from Minot. And Tauros are going to the kill. Luca Ori to the box. For a hold. Bruins power play, 21.7%. The Tauros kill, 77.42 as Cook makes a couple of big saves. .58, still a minute 51 left on the PK as we get another look of Cook. Stopping one and then 2 chances on the Bruins power play. Williams plays down the wall. Haruza leaves. They come back to Williams at the near point. Long shot through traffic. Deflected up off the glass by Haruza. He chases it down but gets help. They ring it to the far side. The Twins are out there. This is Matt Marcinek. Comes across for brother Simon, whose shot is kicked away by Cook through a screen. E.J. Paddington providing that screen on the doorstep. Good read there by Davin Nichols. Pokes that away. He looks to chase it down in the offensive zone. He's able to, but he can't keep it away from the 3 Bruins who are back. 1:10 on the Papa John's PK as the Bruins start back up ice, and the delay move at the line by Matt Marcinek puts his line mates offside, and the whistle goes with 1:05 left on the Papa John's PK. Draw in neutral. Edwards and Ramirez in front of Solo and Preem on the kill for the Tauros. Lipset toss from the draw. Beckwith will step in. Poked free. Ramirez trying to get going. Coleman may have gotten away with a knee on the far side. Ramirez pins. And Solominski gets help and takes it away. He'll backpedal. Now he plays all the way down the ice. It'll be Solomon who plays it over to the far side. Elbert guides it back around to the near and Beckwith. 40 seconds left on the Papa John's PK as Trace Day leaves off far side. Return feed broken up by Solominski. Puck cleared all the way down by Edwards. Elbert back on it. He'll start the Bruins up. Sidorov comes on for the Tauros. Albert leaves it at the point. Edwards takes it away. His clear hit the linesman. Sidorov pressures Day. Bad break for the Tauros there as the puck didn't get deep. But just 4 seconds left on the kill as it's rung around to the near side. Ori will get out of the penalty box. Tauros come full strength. Far side, Williams, the defenseman, leads the rush into the zone, hits the brakes, looks to the middle for Day. Day around Schwartz, tries a shot, fought off by Cook. Rebound down low, Sidorov. Sidorov chips up the boards. Ori driven into those boards and then hauled down, and the Tauros get their first chance at a power play. 16:40 left to go here in period number 2. Take another look as the Tauros head to the First Western Bank and Trust power play. While Sam Klein gets sent to hockey jail. Aaron and Michelle Bliven tuned in back in the Magic City. This is Zugek on the draw. He'll take it against Beckwith. Tauros win the draw. Solominski guides it across to Pikic. Back to Solominski. Tauros going 2 defensemen. I wonder if this has to do with the fact that the Bruins have those 6 shorthanded goals. This is Fate. Leaves up top for Pikic. Comes across Solominski. Solominski looking for a lane. They give it to him. Shot, it's in! Solominski with a heavy blast. They just let him walk right down the middle. Tauros strike on the power play. As we get another look. Not sure. This is Nichols across. I don't know what the Bruins were doing. They just let Solominski walk right in. Puck around to the near side. Haruza trying to keep it away from Fate. He does. Out to neutral. Ty James wins it back. Near side. Tauros touch it out to neutral. Off the shin pad of Edwards. Long back on it. Chips up the near wall. Lipset takes over there and dumps it cross corner. Kenny back on it. Given back. Haruza shot. Save made. Follow-up try. Stopped by Cook as well. This one hoisted ahead. It will go for a Minot's finest collision center icing. We'll send it down to Presley Davis at ice level.
Thanks, Ken. I was able to speak with assistant coach Mike Meredith in between periods, and he told me that the team was excited, the energy was there today, and he also said that they really wanted a good start, and he feels like they've battled really well, and they're really happy with how that first period has gone, and I'm sure they're really excited right now with this second period so far. Back to you, Ken.
Thank you, Presley. No doubt the Tauros bench happy with the lead, although Tauros, when scoring first, just 1-1-2 on the season. The Bruins, when giving up the first goal this year, they're 4-1-0. So a team that's comfortable playing from behind. Tauros certainly can't rest here for the next 35 minutes as we hit 15 minutes left to go here in period number 2. Tauros touch this down the ice, won't go for icing. Day back on it for the Bruins as the Tauros try to scramble fresh troops onto the ice. Bad pass, Habla looking to the middle. He had Lindsay, but the pass was off the mark. Dumped into the Tauros zone by Kazabowski. Tauros find it first, play up the middle of the ice. Habla comes to the near side, Lindsay. Tauros hit the line with numbers into the middle. Preem, shot, save made, no rebound given by Solominski. Tauros were basically 4-0 at the blue line. Yeah. As we get another look. 3-0 to the goaltender, and Cat Preem just couldn't solve Solomon. Kim Bartel checking in from Bozeman. Tauros win the draw, but it slides all the way back to their own zone, so they'll have to retreat and retrieve. And an offside play there for the Bruins. So, draw in front of the Bruin bench. Lipset wins it back for the Bruins. Albert, near side, taken away by Viklund. Viklund just outmuscles Albert. Throws it to the front. Sidorov, 2-0 Tauros. What a feed, what a finish. Tauros lead 2-0. Sidorov with his first as a Toro off a feed, and just good hard work from Philip Viklund. And timeout taken by the Bruins. 14-11 left to go here in period number 2. Let's look at this fantastic play once again. What a finish. Solomon bites on the fake from Sidorov, who's able to tuck it. Once he gets the goaltender down, he has the whole net. My goodness. Let's send it down to Presley Davis with more. Maybe.
Can you hear me now? There
Yeah.
we are. So I was also able to talk to Mike Meredith, and he said that one thing that they really wanted to focus on was just, bringing that energy. And like I said earlier, it was definitely that excitement, but also they wanted to improve their offense and see their offense step up as well as the defense. But they were really happy with how the defense played this past period. And I mean, we saw that solo goal, and then you have Ivan's goal immediately after. So that energy is definitely staying there, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere, and hopefully it doesn't. Back to you, Ken.
Presley, while I've got you, you're down right by the bench. I mean, how pumped are the guys? It's been a while since we've led by 2 in a game.
Yes, well, right before that goal, they were just yelling, and it was pretty excited. It kind of gave you that feeling of something's about to happen here. And so it was really awesome to see that. And I mean, the second it went in, it just kind of went insane. And I think they really needed this, and they're kind of really seeing who's going to be the next one up. It's kind of that next man up mentality. So we're in for a really good game, I think.
All right, thank you, Presley. Puck in the Toro zone. Zugek back on it. This is Kenny to the far side. Prima finds one. Flips out to neutral. Doyle sends it deep into the Toro zone. Ty James wins the physical battle. Plays it to the near side. Ori touches, but it's not out. Bruins attack. Doyle's shot blocked up and out of play for a whistle. And Kobe, I don't know if you can get us a shot of the Toro bench, but a very different feeling than last weekend in Aberdeen. Everyone's standing. Everyone looks engaged. Meanwhile, you look at the Austin bench right now. Everyone's sitting down. This is Haruza, controls the draw for the Bruins, throws it to the front, cut off by Fate before it connects. Solominski, who got the scoring started, works up ice to Davin Nichols. Nichols feeds Edwards, leaves it across for Fate, whose shot is blocked up and out of play. Puts a nice little hole in the drywall up there. Here's a look at the damage from Fate. Draw will be to the right of Solomon. Toro's control. Flipped deep. It'll roll around to the near corner. Day and Nichols after it. Nichols hits him hard, but Ellison retreats behind the cage with it. Comes back to the near side to give Day another shot to get hit. Nichols on the near side. He's tied up. He's got a Bruin in a headlock who's now lost his helmet. It's Ellison. Nichols puts it in front. Poke check by Solomon. Tauros still control. Bruins working down a man. Now Williams joins in. Peruza finds it and plays out for Klein. Klein tries to dump it in over Solominski. Solominski swats it to the corner. Klein pinned there. Pikich and Day. Scrum continues along the boards. Pikich falls on it. Then Klein steps into him. Meanwhile, Day behind the net to the near point in Albert. Albert walks to the middle. Shot blocked by Davin Nichols. Toro bench is feeling it right now. Pikich, long pass ahead. Fate touches it into the zone to negate the icing. Bruins trying to catch the Tauros in a change, but Jax Warren does well to get back, forcing Day to turn. He plays Marshneck, shot across, and what a stop by Cook. Rebound still loose. Cook trying to get back up. He can't. Jax Warren's stick is caught in his gear. Meanwhile, backdoor play. The pass missed Day, and the Tauros just flip this out to neutral, allowing Cook a chance to regroup. It does go for an icing, but if you're the Tauros, you'll take that. As Cook scrambling. He was tied up with his own guy. Meanwhile, 11:02 left to go here in period number 2. Anyone know the significance of 11:02? Not only as we get another look at that save, quick shot, that goes wide. And quickly thrown up and out of play. Let's get another look at that save from Kobe Brault. Oh, save by Cook. The look comes from Kobe Brault. As we see, he gets across, then gets crashed into. And then it's a fire drill in the blue paint. And the Tauros clean up the mess. Of course, November 2nd, Toro alum Austin Dahlemer's birthday. Also my mom's birthday, which is why that sticks out. And, of course, the day in 2016 that the Chicago Cubs ended a World Series drought. Near side, played down the wall by Bignatti. It comes to the near side, Lund. Lund works it in behind. Trying to get to the front. The Tauros dog him. Meanwhile, puck loose in the blue paint. Tauros find it. It's ahead for Lindsay. Lindsay up ice. Taken away by Lund. Lund fires one to the far side. It's off the mark. Good read by Kenny. Kenny will just softly chip it in behind. This is fired to the far side. Kazabowski into the zone. Leaves it on the near wall. Bruins are changing. That's a dangerous feed into the middle of his team's change. Somehow they avoid the too many men. This is Coleman working on Pikich. Pikich guides him around to the corner, and the pass ends up ringing all the way back down into his own zone. We're more than halfway home. 9:37 left to go here in period 2. Tauros lead 2-0. Goals from Solominski and Sidorov, which I think leaves just Schwarz as far as the Toro players with S last names who need to score tonight. Puck jammed out to neutral. Luca Ori tied up at the blue line. Puck rolls back towards the Toro zone. Prima finds it there. Looks across for Solominski. Solo dumps it in. Into the near corner. Lipset hitting hard, but he works it to the far side. Prima will take over there. He throws one wide of the cage. It'll come to the near corner. Zugek should be the first of this. Rings it back to the far side. No one home for the Tauros. They'll have to regroup in neutral. This is Warren. Across the near side and Preem. Preem looking up the middle. That was an offside play. Ori While his feet were out of the zone, the puck was not when he touched it. 8:39 to go here in period number 2. Tauros still lead by a pair. Media timeout, I think. So we'll take 1-2. We'll come back with the rest of period number 2 after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Find your plan today. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue, carry on.
Welcome back inside the Spam Can, the Riverside Arena, as we take a look at the Central Division standings. Entering play today, Aberdeen with 16 points, the Bruins in second with 12, North Iowa with 11, Bismarck with 10, St. Cloud with 9, and the Tauros sitting on 6. Watertown and Minnesota with 4 and 2, respectively. The last time the Tauros led by 2 goals was the last time the Tauros won, Friday in Watertown. Puck thrown in front, saved by Cook, rebound jammed wide, comes to the side of the net. Davin Nichols back on this, throws to the middle of the ice, it caroms out to neutral, a lucky break there. 8:20 to play here in the second as it's dumped back into the Tauros zone. Preem hit hard, fails to clear that. Puck to the front, and Beckwith punched it into the corner. Haruza behind the net. Haruza turning away from pressure, comes back to the near side, tries a shot, blockered away by Cook. Puck to the far side. Fate just chops that out to neutral so the Tauros can get a breath. Nichols up on the pressure. Puck left there. They bank it out to neutral to the Bruins. And then they wave off icing, hit a skate, I think, on the way through. Hoisted ahead. Nichols can't reach that. Back on it is Doyle. Doyle. This one will go for an icing. Icing's brought to you by our friends at Minot's Finest Collision Center. 450 seconds left to go here in period number 2. We're going to send it back down to ice level, and Presley Davis. Press, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Ken. I wish you were down here. The Tauros bench is just so amped up right now. You know, everyone's just cheering for each other, and it's something that we really haven't seen in a while. So it's so nice and relieving to see, you know, the guys just picking each other up and just getting ready to go out there and do their job, and everything's just starting to click, and it's really fun to see it up close down here. So I wish you were down here.
That's why you're here, Press.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll switch. Back to you.
Dumped deep into the Tauros zone. Battle on the far side. Big hit. Sends Ramirez to the ice. The hit delivered by Austin Doyle. Near point, Elbert chops it in behind the net. Far side. Puck in behind the net. Day comes to the near point, Elbert. Elbert fires one wide. It'll check up behind the net. Kenny gets there first, plays it up the wall. Ramirez can't clear. Back onto the stick of Kenny. He sets up behind the net. Aggressive pressure again. Look, the Tauros setting up their breakout. All 5 Bruins still staying in the zone. Talked about this during the first intermission. There might be some breakaway chances if the Tauros can get started up ice. Sidorov was short of center. He dumps it in. They wave off icing anyways. Ramirez out of the net. Has trouble with Solomon and with Doyle. Meanwhile, Albert carries up ice for the Bruins. This is Solominski to the far side, Ramirez. Ramirez across for Lindsay. Habla couldn't find it either. Simon Marshneck into the zone, walled off by Ramirez. Paddington forced in behind. Solominski there, wins the physical battle. Tauros will start out. Habla off of a nice feed from Lindsay. Puts it on net, gets cross-checked by Lund for the effort. Williams played it to the near side. Lund throws up ice. Affonen harassing Simon Marcinek, but it's dumped into the zone. Paddington working there against Solominski. Plays back to Williams at the point. Habla steps in and frees it up for Affonen. Affonen rolls out to neutral, but Lund is there. Flicks it ahead. It'll roll into the Toros zone. Pikic back on it first. Pikic reverses. There's no one there. Routh rings it to the near side, but no one there for the Bruins. And the Toros send this down ice. It'll go wide of Solomon's cage for an icing. 5:19 left to go here in the second. Still 2-0 Toros. Goals from Solominski and Sidorov. Draw will be to the left of Cook. Quick shot, gobbled up. By Cook. 5:17 to go here in the second. Toro's able to change off this glove save following the icing. Zugek line out. He'll take the draw against Hudson Routh. Another quick shot, blocked wide. Ori finds this and hoists out to neutral for Prima, who couldn't find the handle. And the Bruins dump it back in. Kenny back on it. Kenny looking for space. Got hauled down, turnover. They go back door. And the pass was off the mark. Near side, puck up the wall. Ellison pinches. Coleman plays across. Long shot blocked out front by traffic. Ty James finds it first. Hands to Primo, who lifts it ahead. Glove down and then taken away. Zugek working up ice. Zugek takes an elbow to the head from Coleman. And now they're still going behind the play. The Bruins lost his helmet, but the Bruins are in the zone. Shot wide. Rebound around to the near side. Ori with Prima. Hands off to Prima. Prima in, looking for a tip from Ori. Doesn't get it. Rebound to the corner. Jax Warren with a shot that goes off Ori and in behind the net. Ori was getting worked over in front by Luang. Out to neutral. Jax Warren flips it back in. Luang. That was played with a high stick by Fate, they say. So, with 4:01 left to go here in period 2, and the Toros leading by 2 will have a draw in neutral. $50 draw, eventually dug out, rolls all the way to the far wall, where Gavin Haruza punches it deep into the Toro zone. Preem leaves for Schwarz, who gives to Fate. Fate uses the glass to bank that out. Arm is up for icing, and it won't go far enough, so they'll wave it off. Nichols with a borderline dangerous hit on Luang. He pulled up at the very last second, and I think that's the only reason he's not going to sit in the box for 2 minutes. Meanwhile, that pass up the wall by Schwarz deflects off a Bruin, up and out of play. 3:24 left to go here in the second. 2-0 Toros. Draw will be to the left of Cook. Draw one to the corner by the Toros. Banked ahead on the far side. It gets out barely with help from Dane Ramirez. Dumped back into the Toros zone. Bruins had to touch up. Pikic taken off this puck, but help arrives in the form of Sidorov. Sidorov banks up the near wall. Didn't get into the zone. Elbert into the zone. Shot, save made by Cook. Pikich throws the rebound to the near side, and Vikland. He tries to spin it up the near wall. Tauros trying to work it out to neutral, but they can't get through. Turned over to Paddington. Paddington trying to walk in. Good cleanup by Pikich. Puck moved to the near side. Doyle keeps it. Far side, Williams, the Bruins captain, turns back towards the blue line. From the middle, shot, it's in. Bruins get one back. Get another look. As Williams just does this by himself. I talked about it earlier. A lot of offense from the defenders for the Bruins. That's already his third goal of the season. Ties him with Alvin Ellison for 3 goals as a defenseman on the Bruins. Augustus Albert has 2. And Ryan Lund has 1. So a lot of offense from the back end for the Bruins. But speaking of offense, this is Prima walking in. Shot, save made. Zugek went crashing to the side of the net. And now we've got Ori and Hudson Roth. Zugek went hard to the side of the net. They're going to take Roth. Are they going to take anyone else? I think they're only taking, it's a 2-minute rough. And they're only taking the Bruin. So the Tauros back to the power play, already 1 for 1. On the man advantage. Ty James smiling as he skates away from the center ice. Conference with the officials. Tauros set it up. Solominski hands off to Pikich. Up top, it's Solominski. Comes across. Prima's shot is blocked. He goes back up top to Solominski. Far side, Pikich to Solominski. Solominski comes across Prima, looking up top. Solominski, one-timer, save made through traffic. Prima up top for Solominski again. Sweeps across for Pikich. They play catch. Tauros work a cycle up top for Solominski. Solominski wires, it's in! Solo is second of the night. Tauros back up 2. His second power play goal and as many power play opportunities for the Tauros. Play restarts. Far side. Down low. Final 40 seconds here of period number 2. Hoisted ahead. Nichols racing, but Lund will get there first. He throws to the near side. Lipset into the zone. Lipset forced wide by Ty James. This is Day. Hands off for Lund. Thrown in front, bouncing puck, taken away by the Tauros. Final 10 seconds. Soft chip by Nichols. It won't go far enough for icing. And that will end the period. Horn sounds. Tauros will take a 2-goal lead into the final period. We will keep it here. I have a feeling we're going to hear from Michael Solominski. Production meeting on the air. Kobe, I know we're going to hear from Solominski. I can hear you in my headset. The fans can't hear you on the headset. I'm just trying to make myself look smart like I'm predicting it. I knew what we were going to do. So we'll send it down to Presley Davis with Michael Solominski.
Thanks, Ken. I'm here with Michael Solominski. Now, tell me, how does it feel to contribute to such a strong start?
Oh, it feels amazing. This is what we need, and it's just awesome to be ahead right now.
And then how do you keep that momentum going into this final period?
We just got to keep getting pucks deep, pounding them, and just keep shooting the puck.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, the past couple of times you've scored, you had a blue Alani before the game. Did you have your blue Alani today?
Oh, yeah, every day. Come on now.
All right, do we think that's a ritual now? You have to have that for going forward?
Oh, yeah, we got to have it every day now, for sure. So.
All right, thanks. Back to you, Ken.
Thank you, Presley. We will send it out to a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have the Forebears Casino Lodge Intermission Report with Olivia and I after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Your plan speaks volumes when you're going to have a drink. Be intentional to ensure your safety and the safety of others by keeping just a few things in mind. The first is to look out for your friends and be the designated driver. Even if someone says they're fine doesn't mean they are. Second, incorporate water into your night. Ordering a glass can encourage your friends to take note. Third, be the person your friends trust and say no to the next round. And fourth, lend a hand when your friends have reached their limit. Your plan speaks volumes. Know your drink. Know your limit.
We had a member that came into the credit union who doesn't historically come in. She went up to the teller line and said she wanted $25,000 in cash. The teller kind of questioned her about it, and she said, "I'm buying a car," but she was kind of fidgety. And is that when she went to you first?
She had to make a phone call to see who it was payable to, and that was
which is
red
way
flag.
Weird. I mean, that's a huge red flag. And that's kind of when I came up there and I just said, "Are you comfortable coming to my office if we just sit down and talk about this?"
And that's where you took the phone and talked to the person on the other line, right?
Then to hit the button on the phone and disconnect them, for her to say, "Thank you."
I'd rather ask the uncomfortable questions than hear that I just assisted someone losing $25,000.
Perfect. That's when you know you did a good job that day.
At First Command, our advisors are committed to coaching you towards a financial future worthy of your service. We're dedicated to coaching you from the start of your military career to retirement and beyond, at home or during deployment, for when things get tough and when times are good. Let us show you how we honor what matters most to you. It's time to get started today.
All right, Genty, time to learn the option play.
Come on, Coach. I know how to run the option.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Mix and match 3 apps with 3 sauces, like shrimp, boneless wings, onion rings with sweet chili, blue cheese, and marinara. Or wonton tacos, waffle fries, and riblets with honey mustard, ranch, and honey barbecue. Or brew pub pretzels, mozzarella sticks, and waffles.
How many combinations are there?
There's over 80,000.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Choose 3 apps and 3 sauces for $14.99. That's eating good in the neighborhood.
Since 1977, Northwest Tire's been your partner on the road for over 40 years. People have put their trust in our quality brand tires and expert service on the roads and in the fields for work, play, and travel. Northwest Tire, keeping you rolling down the road.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Since 2003, the architects and engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Circle Sanitation is a locally owned family business providing quality waste hauling services since 1980. We provide service to residential and commercial customers, as well as roll-off service for large projects and construction sites. We are dedicated to providing excellent service at competitive prices without deceptive contracts or hidden fees. For more on what Circle Sanitation can do for you, call us or visit circlesanitation.com.
The Four Bears Casino Sportsbook has a new look. Enjoy Vegas-style betting in comfort. Play and qualify to win trips to Vikings or Raiders NFL games. Order a drink at the dedicated bar. Then kick back in a lounger and watch the full wall display. Feel the action all the way to the final moment and claim your winnings. Book it for private draft parties or game day too. Visit the remodeled Sportsbook at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
Is someone in your life using opioids? Know the signs of an overdose: limp body, slow breathing, or vomiting. Step 1 is to call 911 and give them naloxone. It will reverse an overdose, so it can be used even if you're unsure whether they're overdosing or not. Request a free 2-dose naloxone kit now at hhs.nd.gov/opioids.
A state-of-the-art hospital and medical office building built with you in mind. The new healthcare campus and medical district, now open in Minot. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Oh gosh. Welcome back to the Four Bears Intermission Report. I'm speechless at the second. Let's start, before we even run highlights. Wow, Ken, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, Tauros a much better period. They managed to take a 3-1 lead. Still allowed 19 shots on goal, but took 12 of their own. And you hate to see Cook lose the shutout on the long shot by Williams, but overall,
he's playing amazing.
Yeah,
wow.
He stopped 38 of 39, and that's of note for a couple of reasons as I reach for my broadcast notes here. All-time record for the Tauros, 43 saves in a game by Ryan Ruck against the Austin Bruins. So
getting close.
Chances are Cookie has a good shot at that. That's
wow.
In the head-to-head series against the Bruins. The all-time franchise record for saves in a single regular season game is 59 by Tim Shaughnessy. So hopefully we don't get to that.
Gosh.
Hopefully we don't get to that number. It would mean the Tauros give up at least 20 more shots here in the third. But
Definitely impressive numbers.
We are on record watch here tonight for Cookie, who's been outstanding. I don't know if Kobe's got any of those saves mixed into the highlights from the period, but a few big saves during that period.
Let's just run and take a look at those highlights then.
All the scoring came in the second period. I still don't know what the Bruins were doing on this penalty kill. Solominski allowed to walk.
I mean, they were, wow.
Right down the middle.
With a powerful shot, wow.
Yeah, both defenders sag off of him and leave him in the middle of the ice. And then just 2 minutes, 10 seconds later, what a feed over to Sidorov, who gets Solomon
so great
swimming in his crease. And then, nope.
Oh, there we are.
Here's a look at the Tauros' fourth. As Solominski again on the power play, allowed to walk in and wires one through Solomon, making it 3-1 Tauros.
So impressive.
And really, we talked about the offense, or at least I talked about the offense the Bruins are getting from their defensemen. We saw Williams score there, but Solominski with 2 tonight, already had 2 on the season, so that gives him 4 on the year, now second on the Tauros.
Definitely will be going for that hat trick in the third. As Press said to him, we have, hello there, little guest appearance there. Some of the Minot fans may recognize. We've been giving Michael a blue Alani on one of our first games. He had one, and I love Alani's, as you guys may know. So I said, oh, wow, what's your favorite flavor? And he said the blue slush, but he had yet to find it in Minot. The next week when I went grocery shopping, what did they have? A bunch of blue Alanis. Gave him to him on the way to Watertown. Was that when he had his last goal? Or Aberdeen? And since then, he scored that night that we gave it to him, so it's just become a good luck charm. But as Presley said, it's gonna have to. We're gonna have to mass order them if it keeps going. Yeah, right. We are going to head out to a quick break, and when we get back, we'll hit you guys with those out-of-town scores.
Since 2003, the architects and engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
All right, Genty, time to learn the option play.
Come on, Coach. I know how to run the option.
Applebee's new ultimate trio. Mix and match 3 apps with 3 sauces, like shrimp, boneless wings, onion rings with sweet chili, blue cheese, and marinara. Or wonton tacos, waffle fries, and riblets with honey mustard, ranch, and honey barbecue. Or brew pub pretzels, mozzarella sticks, and waffles.
How many combinations are there?
There's over 80,000.
Applebee's new ultimate trio. Choose 3 apps and 3 sauces for $14.99. That's eating good in the neighborhood.
We are back with the Four Bears Casino and Lodge intermission report to go over those out-of-town scores. At the second intermission, St. Cloud Norsemen against the Minnesota Mallards. Mallards still 1-0. Definitely an impressive game, I would say. Obviously very low scoring, but, both teams we have not had the chance to play yet, so definitely something to keep an eye out for. Any thoughts on that one, Ken?
Yeah, just kind of surprised. The Mallards have been struggling. Just one win. We saw that win at the showcase.
Yeah.
But Yeah, the Tauros will get a look at St. Cloud, not next weekend, but 4 in a row after that, starting Halloween weekend. So I think if you're the Tauros, you like to see someone else in the division struggling and perhaps a chance to take advantage after we play Aberdeen next weekend.
For sure. Then we have the North Iowa Bulls against Aberdeen. Wow, lots of scoring happened. Late in the second, Aberdeen's lead with 5. The North Iowa Bulls just short 1 goal at 4. A high-scoring game. We've, played both of those teams. Definitely 2 intense games.
That's actually now 6-4, just updated.
Oh, wow.
6-4, yeah, sorry. I just, that just
clicked onto it.
Yeah, just hit the
Aberdeen
second
at
intermission.
6.
So now 6-4 in favor of the Wings, and we talked about it last weekend. The Wings, a very good team, a lot of veteran players, and we saw North Iowa, but North Iowa, they struggled. They started out the season, they swept us in Minot. They won the first game of the showcase, but I think they're just 1-3-1 since then. So Aberdeen, it's been a good battle, but Aberdeen's still pulling ahead.
For sure, for sure. Then we are going to go back to those alumni scores. Will Dawson and Carter Clafton, is that how you pronounce his last name? At the Air Force Academy facing St. Thomas. Air Force is trailing 0-4, but definitely still a game to watch.
And
then we have
Carter Clafton just last weekend for Air Force set the record for their conference for most saves in a game.
Wow.
So tough night tonight. He's given up 4 to St. Thomas in the first period, but a strong performance for Claff last weekend.
For sure. Definitely some records looking like you just said about Cook, obviously to be set. Then we have Western Michigan with Colby Volk. Is that how you say it? 2-1 in the third. Again, a game to watch. Western Michigan, trying to defend that championship title. Have some friends on that team. Definitely a game to be watching. The last game is Chad Mueller's at Long Island University playing Penn State. Penn State winning 4-3. Is that game over?
About halfway through the third there, yeah.
Through the third. Again, something to watch. For sure, keeping an eye out. Any thoughts on any of those games?
The big one is Woogie, a freshman playing for the defending national champion, in the lineup tonight for Western Michigan. We know what kind of defenseman he is. It was fun to watch his career, 3 years as a Toro, then played last year for Tri-City in the USHL. Watching his development from a kid who played maybe only 30 or 32 games that year, his first year of juniors, to rewriting the Toros record book in his 19-year-old season, and then going to the USHL, having a good year for Tri-City, and now again stepping into a lineup for the defending national championship as a freshman. That's no joke.
Yeah,
so,
super impressive. Wow.
Yeah,
definitely
really,
someone to watch.
Really cool to see for Woogie to do that.
Yeah, excited definitely to follow, that team and him in the season and see where that goes. Tomorrow night we will be back here in Austin, but then next weekend, finally home for Trunk or Treat. How exciting. Again, if you have not gotten those tickets, make sure you do. You'll be seeing stuff all week between the rebrand, Halloween. How are you feeling about that?
I love the UFTA's jerseys. Those came out great. Sebastian absolutely killing it on that stuff, and I'm excited to finally be at home, see if my kids recognize me. That'll be cool. I get to see all the fans, and of course those UFTA jerseys, those will be auctioned off on Dash, so make sure we'll probably start the bidding on Thursday. So, also skate with the Toros on Saturday night. It'll be a fun weekend to finally get to play home games again, and it'll be good if we're coming in off of, let's at least close this one out before we start thinking about tomorrow. But perhaps the Toros coming in having woken up a little bit here.
Definitely exciting. So excited for a home game. Press and I obviously were home for our home opener and then have been on the road since then. So excited to be back. Excited to see the Minot fans. Everyone showing out for Halloween trunk or treat, because obviously we're on the road for Halloween. Definitely an exciting one to return home to. The UFTA's jerseys, as you said, incredible.
Yeah.
Those are going to go for high. I would love to get one. We had Gabriel Kenny. If you guys saw the Instagram post, super, our little model that day, but he also killed the social media. You guys will see those videos on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, so definitely follow along and keep an eye out for those. We are going to send it out to...
I'll say one other subtle difference. These specialty jerseys, a lot of times with the specialty jerseys, they're fully sublimated. These are not. They have the full-on patches. These are game quality jerseys just like our usual game jerseys. So patches, everything, They came out great. They look great, and really looking forward to seeing them on the ice.
Definitely something to get your hands on, too. We're going to send it out, and then we will be back at third period puck drop.
Is someone in your life using opioids? Know the signs of an overdose: limp body, slow breathing, or vomiting. Step 1 is to call 911 and give them naloxone. It will reverse an overdose, so it can be used even if you're unsure whether they're overdosing or not. Request a free 2-dose naloxone kit now at hhs.nd.gov/opioids.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Welcome back inside the Spam Can, the Riverside Arena here in Austin, Minnesota. Getting you ready for period number 3. Tauros lead the Austin Bruins by a score of 3-1. Goals for Solominski, Sidorov, and then Solominski again. Tauros back to working right to left on your computer screen or smart device, however you are tuned in to the Minotauros Network. We are glad to have you aboard here on a Friday night. Tauros win leading after 2 periods, 1-0-1 on the season. The Bruins win trailing entering the third are 2-1-0. So this one not guaranteed by any means yet, but Tauros dump in went up and out of place, so we'll do it again. Puck bouncing in neutral, controlled by the Tauros. Ty James just flips one down the ice. It will go for an icing. Icings are brought to you by our friends at Minot's Finest Collision Center. Draw will come down to the left of Cook. Bruins control. They punch it deep. Far side. Big collision sends Kenny to the ice, and the Tauros will go to the power play. No, they won't, because Kenny just chopped. They will. They're not calling that chop by Kenny. That is shocking. Tauros catch a break. Kenny got a huge chop to the back of the legs of the guy that hit him and drew the initial call. Tauros get Cook to the bench. And the whistle goes. Let's get another look at all of that fun down in the corner as the Tauros will head to the power play. They are 2 for 2 on the first Western Bank and Trust power play. You see the big hit by Hudson Routh. The replay cut out before we see Gabe Kenny's baseball bat swing to the back of Routh's legs. Solominski gives to Pikic. Back up top, the pass takes Solominski out to neutral, and then as he touches his second time, the offside whistle goes. Draw neutral, Zugek flanked by Fate and Prima. Solominski and Pikic behind them. This is the unit that scored both goals. Obviously, Solominski has them both. Pikic dumps it in. Rings to the far side. Solominski pinches down the wall. Lipset tries to draw a call. He does not. Meanwhile, one thrown on net. Puck comes to the near side. Zugek speeds ahead, throws across the far side. Fate leaves for Solominski. Solominski plays in the middle of the ice. No one there. Lipset throws that ahead. Pikic hit by Lund, but it's across for Prima. Prima looks for space. Big collision with Lund. I think Prima initiated that. After he chipped it in, Lund gave him nowhere to go, so Prima just went right into him. Pikic spun off the puck, but support comes. Turned over. Shot off the post. I'm sure this will go to review. Near side, they'll dig. Bruins are looking at the iPad. Meanwhile, Matt Marcinek down on the ice. Bruins fans want to call. Davin Nichols looks across. Tic-tac-toe play broken up by Nate Williams, the Bruin captain. Nichols couldn't find the handle, and the puck dumped out to neutral. Tauros still on the First Western Bank and Trust power play for 20 more seconds. The question is, I didn't look at the clock to see if that puck went in, how far back this will go. Hopefully the ref did. Meanwhile, Nichols dumps this in as the Bruins come full strength. Near side, Coleman jams that ahead on the near side. Broken up by the Tauros. Nichols dumps it in. Solomon out of his net. Far side. Roll deep into the Tauros zone. But we still haven't had, as this rolls on net, now we'll get a cover and a whistle. Are the Bruins going to challenge? So we'll get another look from the angle we have. Nothing coming from the Bruin bench, so it looked awfully close to me. But the Bruins don't challenge, so as that gets thrown up out of play. 16-16 to go here in period number 3. Tauros still lead 3-1. John Kowich jumps in with a... It is a bit of a thin crowd here, but it is more full on the near side, which you don't get to see as well on camera. Tauros control the draw, but fail to clear. Bayati dumps it down low for Beckwith. Beckwith out front. Jam play doesn't go. It was intended for Coleman. Tauros take it away. Ramirez can't get out of the zone. Beckwith hit hard on the near side. Solominski frees the puck up, but Coleman finds it. He'll ring it to the far point. D-to-D for the Bruins. Bayati looks to the slot. Coleman turnaround shot. Gloved and held by Cookie. Coleman was all alone in front. And let's send it down to Presley Davis.
Thanks, Ken. I was able to speak with assistant coach Mike Meredith, and he told me that, through this third period, it's going to get pretty physical, as we can expect. And so one thing to do to stay disciplined is him and Coach Ebbs are really talking to the guys and stressing the importance of it, that to do whatever it takes, but also be smart and not retaliate where it's going to kind of hurt them in the end with the final score. So definitely a big thing for them going into this is that discipline. Back to you, Ken.
Thank you, Presley. Kenny probably got away with not having that discipline earlier in the period. Hopefully a teaching point for the Tauros coaching staff on the bench. Meanwhile, turned over in front. Thulin punches it to the wall. Luang sends it behind the net. Ty James ties up Klein. Day working there. He's got Zugek on him. Day around to the near side. Works a cycle, leaving it for Klein. Klein stepped into. Help from Thulin. Thulin skates to the high slot. Shot in and out of the glove, and that's the new record for Tauros and Bruins head-to-head as Cook makes 2 saves. He has now made more saves against the Austin Bruins than any goaltender in franchise history, at least in the regular season. Long shot. That goes off the knob of the stick for another save. Another one blockered in behind the net by Cook. Another shot saved by Cook. Rebound in behind Nichols. 10 shots already as there's another one that gets through. We've played 5 minutes and 45 seconds, and Cookie's already made 11 saves this period. And that 59 mark is starting to look like a possibility. This is fate. Thrown up top. Turnaround try, blocked. Given to Williams, who walks in. Shot blocked. 1 save, 2 saves in tight. And the Tauros are able to clear. Only credit for 1 save on that last little flourish. This is Williams back in. Fate comes to the near side. Warren looks across. Davin Nichols. Nichols back to the near side. And Marlon Edwards. It didn't connect. Bruins right back on the attack. Paddington leaves it for Coleman. Coleman with a shot that's covered up. Hungry Hippo style by Cook as he makes save number 51. Tauros under attack as we get another look at the save that set the record for Cook against the Bruins, surpassing Ryan Ruck. Ruck made 43 saves against the Bruins January 4th of 2013. As there's another one for Cook. The record belongs to Tim Shaughnessy right now. 59 stops on March 31st of 2012 against the Alexandria Blizzard. Record set so long ago, the Blizzard are on their 2nd team name in 3rd city since that record was set. Meanwhile, rolled into the offensive zone for the Tauros. Big hit behind the net by Vikland. Sidorov couldn't turn with possession, and the Bruins take it away. This is Haruza. Haruza crisscrosses with Coleman. Leaves across for Bayati. Shot kicked away by Cook. Just got the toe on it and sent it to the corner. Take it away, Vikland. He'll just hoist one out to center. Haruza took a run at him, but it didn't connect, and now it's up ice for Sidorov. But Bayati took it away. Ramirez pressuring behind the net against Ellison. Move to the near side. Bayati sends this down the ice. It will go for a Minot's finest collision center icing. 12:29 left to go here in period number 3 as we look at the kick save on Bayati. Just barely able to get the leg and the toe out was Cookie. Draw to the left of Solomon. Tauros win the draw. Shot goes wide. Rebound to the near corner. Coleman out to neutral. Gets help from Bayati. It's rolled into the offensive zone. Ty James is back on it. Ty tries to hand to Kenny. It's off the mark. Lipset takes it away. Habla steps in. Takes it back. Chips up the near side for Affanen. Affanen able to bull that out to neutral. But the Bruins take it right back. Haruza for Lipset. Kenny should get to this first. He takes a cross check to the side. And the Tauros come out with possession. Beckwith steps into Habla. Turned over. Shot save made. Rebound hacked to the corner by Affanen. Tauros, again, struggling to get out of their own zone. And again, the Bruins being more and more aggressive. Defensemen not even at the blue line anymore. They're 4 or 5 feet inside of it. This is Ty James. Far side finds Ori. Ori hands off to Zugek. Return feed to Ori. Ori turning on the far side hash mark. It's poked away from him. Jammed out to neutral. Prima hacks it up ice, but it's right onto the stick of Elbert. Near side. Pushing play up ice is Doyle. He rolls it into the offensive zone. Schwarz back on it. Plays to the near side and Prima. Prima couldn't stop. Paddington has his shot blocked. And Ori stepped into by Lund. If he gets through, he's gone. Meanwhile, the Bruins throw that up and out of play on the attempted dump in. 10:59 left to go here in period number 3. Draw at center. Errant pass. Meanwhile, Tauros pressuring. Solominski throws one on net. Save made, and the rebound just hopped over Edwards' stick. Tauros will go to the kill after Simon Marcinek goes down. Tauros to the Papa John's PK with 10:26 to play on a 2-goal lead. Draw to the right of Cook. Bruins ring it to the near side. This is Day. Up top, Elbert. Elbert hands off to Day. Day from the high slot. Shot save made. Rebound. Kick to the near wall. 54 saves. 9:58 to go. It's a cross for Lipset. Lipset plays up top for Coleman. Coleman walks in. Shot blocked by Marlon Edwards. That stung him. He's hobbling to the bench as the Bruins look to regain the zone. He couldn't get out, so he stays in. Gutty play by Edwards. Meanwhile, another shot blocked by traffic. Edwards gets the clear. Bruins back in the zone on the near side. Elbert, they play up top. Day. Day looks across, right back to Day. Kicks to the stick, comes across Elbert. Elbert up top for Day. Day shot through traffic. Save made through a screen. This is Elbert. Side of the net, Paddington. Shot save. Follow-up try. That's stopped as well. That's 2. Bruins come across for Elbert. Coleman walks in. Dangles. Tries to stuff it backside. It's off the mark. Cook lost his stick. He's caught in his pads. He can't get back up. Tauros trying to pull this out to neutral. They do. Sidorov with the clear. 14 seconds left on Mario Fate's penalty. Meanwhile, Cook is 2 saves away from setting a new franchise record. Tauros come full strength. Fate out of the box. Kenny pokes it to the wall. Loose puck. Up top, Williams. Williams cuts to the middle. Shot, that goes wide. Rebound to the far side. Follow-up try, that's hacked wide. Solominski finds it and just hoists it out to neutral. Williams back on it. Shots 58-20 in favor of Austin, but the Tauros lead 3-1 with 7:55 to go in the third. Beckwith goes down behind the net. Ramirez couldn't gather that in. Klein does. Klein around behind the net. Gives to Williams. Williams shot gloved and held by Cook. who has seen 59 shots and stopped 58 of them. We are at the media timeout. We will send you out to a quick break. I know Cook needs one. I need one too. When we come back, we'll finish the third period here on the Minotauros Network.
The Four Bears Casino Sportsbook has a new look. Enjoy Vegas-style betting in comfort. Play and qualify to win trips to Vikings or Raiders NFL games. Order a drink at the dedicated bar. Then kick back in a lounger and watch the full wall display. Feel the action all the way to the final moment and claim your winnings. Book it for private draft parties or game day too. Visit the remodeled Sportsbook at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
Welcome back, Tauros fans. I was able to speak with Mike Meredith in between intermissions, and he told me the key to sealing the deal tonight is to keep playing the way that they have, and they need to slow down defensively the Bruins. And so having some more tape-to-tape plays and holding on to possession for as long as possible is the key to slowing them down before the third period ends. Back to you, Ken.
Thank you, Presley. Tauros lead 3-1, 7:43 left to go here in period number 2. The next save by Toro goaltender Brian Cook will tie a franchise record set in year 1. As we are now in season 15 of Toros hockey. .59 saves, or 59 shots, 58 saves. The record is 59. There's tying the record, and that one flutters in, and it is a 1-goal game. So the Bruins pull within 1, and Cook will have to wait. Cook will have to wait to set the record for his next shot faced. Bruins control the draw. They send one in. There's the record. An easy stop for Cook on a dump in. As now they jam another one. They jam at the front of the net. Still loose. This one goes down the ice. Shot save made. Rebound around to the near side. Toros, as we hit North Dakota time, 7:01 to play. Still lead by 1, but the Bruins are on the attack. Shot by Coleman goes up and over. Near side, Coleman looks across, pass off the mark. Solominski swats it to the near side, and Ramirez. This is Sidorov. Up ice, Sidorov. Shot goes wide, kept by Solominski. Throws one on net, blocker save, rebound to the near side. And the Bruins just chip this out to neutral. This is carried ahead. Marshinick forced to turn, gives it up. Habla takes it away and chips out to neutral. That game on March 31st in Alexandria was a shootout loss for the Toros. A 2-1 final in which Tim Shaughnessy made those 59 saves. But that's no longer the record, as Cook sitting on 61 stops already with 5:44 to play here in regulation. And the Toros leading 3-2. This one's ahead. Up ice, Habla flips it over the cage. It'll check up behind the net. Day back on it. Plays it around to the far side. The Bruins start up ice. Klein has it poked away. It rolls out to neutral. Lindsay gets up high on Ellison. Bruins fans want to call. Chip to the near side. Ellison's helmet still laying on the ice. 5 minutes to go. Can the Tauros hang on? Outshot by 40 so far as they wave off icing. Lund was coming on a change and elected not to try and play that. Far side, Day. Day comes across Bayati, leaves for Coleman. Coleman's shot's blocked. Tauros chip this down the ice, and it will go for an icing. 4:35 left to go here in the third. For those of you who are playing the Forebears over-unders, let's take a look at where we stand. Tauros' first period goals, that went under. Shots on goal, the number was 27.5. Tauros sitting on 23 right now. Power play opportunities. Tauros are 2 for 3. The number was 3.5. I'm sure we would all welcome an overcoming here for the Tauros. Of course, last chance to get your McDonald's Tauros trivia guesses in. How many times have the Tauros and Bruins met in the playoffs? 5, 6, 7, or 8 are your options. Lipset hit hard on the far side as we rejoin play. Scrum along the boards, kicked in behind. Jax Warren sends one down the ice. It will be on net, so no icing. Puck thrown to the far side by Solomon. Dumped back in by the Tauros. Far side, the Tauros can't take it away. Lipset pushing play into the zone. He's got Coleman with him and then mishandles. Support comes from Albert. He's hit hard. The puck rolls behind the net. Fate trying to turn away from pressure. Lipset ties up Pikich. Puck to the far side. Ori. Albert steps into him. Dumped back down into the corner. Lipset and Pikich. Lund there as well. Pushes it in behind the net. Solominski leaves it to the near corner. Paddington gets there before Pikich. Paddington trying to walk out of the corner. Shot, save made. No rebound given. And then Paddington gets up high on Pikich. Palindrome on the clock. 3:23 left to play here in period 3. The Tauros lead 3-2. As Cook now sitting on 62 saves. The most saves ever by a Toro in a game, including playoffs, was a double overtime thriller. Keenan Rancier made 69 saves in that one. But again, that was a playoff game that went to double overtime with full 20-minute periods for overtime. Cook is threatening that number here as we hit the final 3 minutes. Sidorov trying to jam this up ice. Ramirez rolls it out to neutral. Arm is up for icing. It won't go far enough. Lund back on it. Wickland up on the pressure. Lund throws to the far side. Mishandled there by Paddington, but Williams finds it. Williams pushes up the middle. Williams, shot goes wide. Rebound to the far side. Hacked ahead and kept at the blue line. Redirect by Paddington on a floater. It ends up behind the net. Wickland finds it, spins it to the middle. Diving poke, good keep at the line by Lund. Shot save made, rebound given. Lund walking in, loose puck. Can they find it? Shot blocked by Wickland. 2:11 left to go. Bayati up top. Empty net for the Bruins. Shot blocked up and out of play by a sliding Wickland. 2:04 to go. 65 stops on 67 shots faced by Cook. The 08 birth year player I haven't gone through and confirmed, but he's got to be the youngest goaltender in the league. And he is putting in work tonight. Up top. Coleman spins it back to the point in Williams. They come across for Day. Back to the far side. Shot gobbled up by Cookie. "68 shots for the Bruins. 66 saves. For Cook. Overshadowing a 2-goal performance from Michael Solominski. Draw to the right of Cook. Net to our left is empty. Coleman finds the puck off the draw. Coleman around behind the net. Poked at by Pikic. Throws it to the middle of the ice. Kept there. Filling backdoor play. It's in. Lipset. Able to tip it home with 1:37 left. Tauros fail to clear the zone. And the Bruins draw even with 97 seconds left in regulation, and Cook looks absolutely frustrated. Nothing he did wrong. Zugek wins the draw to the far side. Puck pops up high in the air. Poked free by Zugek. Far side, Ori. James turns to the near side, Kenny. Jammed up the wall, not out. Matt Marcinek into the middle for Paddington. In behind the net it goes. This one jammed out to neutral. Williams on it. Final minute of regulation. Brought to you by our friends at Northern Plains Equipment as Paddington dumps that in. Cook stops that for Zugek. Far side, Ori. Ori chops it ahead. It's in Prima's skates. Ori digs it out. Poked off his stick. Tauros control. It's Ty James. James hoists one in. Williams. This is carried up ice by the Bruins. They gain the line with 24 seconds. Preem takes it away. Banks it behind for Warren. Warren throws to the near side. Williams there. Floats one in. It'll bounce wide of Cook's net. Warren ahead for Vikland. Vikland chips it in. Looks to chase it down. Final 5 seconds. Lipset will retreat behind the cage. Wickland frees it up. Tries to get to the front, but Ramirez went down and the horn sounds. Both teams will get a point, but you feel for Cook, who faced 69 shots in regulation and stopped 66 of them. Meanwhile, Jack Solomon in his return to the Austin Bruins let in 3 on 23. As we'll head to overtime, we'll take a quick commercial break. Come back with the extra session after these messages.
Hi, I'd like to add my new motorcycle to my insurance policy, please.
Greetings. Is it a moped or unicycle?
No, it's a motorcycle.
Unicycling enhances core body strength.
No, it's a motorcycle. It has 2 wheels, a seat, handlebars.
Does it have rocket boosters?
Can I speak to a live agent?
Impossible. All agents have been neutralized.
At Farmers Union Insurance, technology is important, and so is finding the best options for our clients, person to person. Farmers Union Insurance. Local agents, more options, great rates.
At Northwest Tire, we're part of your community, and we want you to be part of our family. We're about more than tires. We're about superior customer service to keep your vehicles and equipment safely rolling down the road. If you'd like to join a company that truly cares for our customers and employees, come work with us and become part of our growing family. Apply at nwtire.com.
Northwest Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
Welcome back inside the Spam Can. Tauros had a 2-goal lead heading into the third period, but allowed 30 shots on goal in period number 3. Brian Cook stopped 28 of them. That's a game's worth of saves made in one period. And the Bruins scored twice to tie it. 3-on-3 overtime, long change as well. Tauros back to working left to right. Tauros win the draw. Ty James back on it. The Twins out to start overtime for the Bruins. Simon and Matt Marcinek. Williams, the third man. Prima starts up ice for the Tauros. Prima into the zone. Taken to the wall. Gets help from Zugek. Zugek forced out to neutral. Zugek around behind the net. Gets away from Matt Marcinek, who then falls down. Zugek into the zone, working on Williams. Zugek cut off behind the net and then putting a bear hug by Williams, and the Bruins take over. Simon Marcinek forced to turn by pressure from Prima. He'll leave off to Williams as the Bruins will change their forwards. Prima pressuring Williams. Sidorov and Solominski round out the trio. This is Williams in. Throws it in front, no one home. Prima had a step if he could have gotten free. He couldn't. Paddington falls down. Turned over. Coleman one-on-one with Cook. Cook makes the stop. This is carried ahead by Solominski. Solominski into the zone. Solominski forced to turn back. 70 shots faced. As this is Ori. Ori drops it back for Sidorov. It's taken away. 2-on-1. Coleman with Paddington. Pajkic is the lone man back. Coleman puts it in front. Tip doesn't go. Cook makes the save. Up ice. 2-on-1 for the Tauros. Pajkic with Ori. Pajkic shot. Crossbar. Tauros are checking the iPad. Meanwhile, Day going the other way. Day hits the brakes, spins away. Tip doesn't go. Cook makes another. Tauros will start up ice. Meanwhile, Tauros are checking the iPad to see if that shot by Pajkic snuck under the crossbar. 2-on-0 for the Bruins. Shot by Lund off the crossbar. Ty James tackled, but Lund can't do anything with it. An offensive chance comes off a tackle that took down Ty James. Fortunately, Lund couldn't do anything with it. Now Ori has it. 2-on-1 if the Tauros hurry. It's ahead. Edwards crisscrosses with Ori. Ori in. And Matt Marcinek caught him from behind. Marcinek with a very bad change was able to catch him. Meanwhile, they come across. Simon Marcinek looks across. It's tipped away. Good stick by Solominski, and the puck caroms out to neutral. 70 saves for Cook officially. That is the new Toro record for under any circumstances. Now Solominski's going to get called for a trip, and the Tauros will go to the kill for the final minute 59 of overtime. Everything they've let go, all game long. There's no doubt it was a trip. Solominski comes across, but so the Tauros to the Papa John's PK. A minute 59 left in overtime. Williams holds up top. Tauros take it away and clear. Williams not able to keep that. Nichols up on the pressure. They call it a knee, not a trip. Either way, Tauros will be shorthanded for the rest of overtime unless the Bruins commit a penalty. Matt Marshnick up top for Williams, looks far side for Simon. Across Williams, one-timer, fought off with the glove by Cook. And Nichols able to take it away and get the clear. Simon Marshnick forced to turn. Good pressure from Nichols, but he hands off to Williams, who gains the line. Comes across to E.J. Paddington. Paddington up top for Matt Marshnick. Shot, that goes wide, and the rebound will stay in. Williams able to corral it. Final minute of overtime. Matt Marshnick looks across. Simon had to kick to the stick. And now the Tauros find it and clear on the near side. Williams ahead for Coleman. Coleman into the zone. Leaves up top for Albert. Albert, far side. Day comes across Coleman, drops it down low. Lipset looking across, and it's off Cat Preeman in. It banks off the defender, and the Tauros are all over to their goaltender, who frankly deserved better. "73 saves for Brian Cook, and he takes the loss in overtime. The Tauros managed to get a point tonight. And that point belongs to Brian Cook. We will send you out to a commercial break. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up. Tauros lose 4-3 in overtime.
Hi, I'd like to add my new motorcycle to my insurance policy, please.
Greetings. Is it a moped or unicycle?
No, it's a motorcycle.
Unicycling enhances core body strength.
No, it's a motorcycle. It has two wheels, a seat, handlebars.
Does it have rocket boosters?
Can I speak to a live agent?
Impossible. All agents have been neutralized.
At Farmers Union Insurance, technology is important, and so is finding the best options for our clients, person to person. Farmers Union Insurance. Local agents, more options, great rates.
At Northwest Tire, we're part of your community, and we want you to be part of our family. We're about more than tires. We're about superior customer service to keep your vehicles and equipment safely rolling down the road. If you'd like to join a company that truly cares for our customers and employees, come work with us and become part of our growing family. Apply at nwtire.com.
Northwest Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
Hey Minotauros fans, welcome to Caves, your home ice advantage for home technology, home convenience, and home entertainment. From game day on the big screens, to smart home upgrades, to keeping your house secure, plus car audio and a huge selection of game room gear and accessories. Our team sets you up with a winning game plan. Stop by Caves in Minot or visit us at cavesnd.com. With Caves, you will always be in the game. Go Minotauros!
A better smile isn't just about how you look, it's about how you feel. At Prestwich Orthodontics, we believe straight teeth lead to more than confidence. They lead to better health, higher quality of life, and a stronger you. From Invisalign to braces, our care is built around improving your life, not just your smile. Because when you feel good, you live better. Start your journey today at mynotbraces.com.
Welcome back inside the Spam Can, where the Tauros lose in overtime 4-3. They do salvage a point thanks to Brian Cook, a single game record of any kind, 73 saves. More saves tonight in 64 minutes and 27 seconds of hockey for Brian Cook than Keenan Ranciere made in a double overtime playoff game against Aberdeen back in 2021. Yes, 2021. But let's look at the highlights in this one. All the scoring started in the second period. Michael Solominski on the power play for the Tauros. That was the early story in this one. Solominski allowed to walk right down the middle and fired one by Solomon to make it 1-0 Tauros. Then Sidorov, off of a fantastic feed and hard work from Philip Viklund, made it 2-0 Tauros. It looked like the Tauros would cruise, but late in the period, Nate Williams would score for the Bruins. But Solominski answered back on the power play again with just over a minute left in the period. Another blast. That made it 3-1 Tauros heading into the third. But 30 shots on goal for the Bruins, just 5 for the Tauros in the third. Ryan Lund pulled the Bruins within 1 on this rebound effort. And then Xander Lipset with a minute 36 left in regulation would tie it up, and then we'd get this one. Xander Lipset, his second of the night. That one deflected in off the goal, or off the defender, Cap Preem. Here's another look. This was a feed going backdoor, and it goes off the defender's leg and in. Nothing Brian Cook could do there, and what more could you have asked Brian Cook to do? He stopped 73 shots tonight. A franchise record. I don't know the league record. I'll see if I can find that out tonight, but 73 shots in a regular season game. Just unbelievable work for the young man who deserved a much better fate. For Olivia Tosto, Presley Davis, Kobe Brault, I am Ken Oda, hoping you enjoyed the broadcast in spite of the outcome. We'll be back here tomorrow at 6:45 with the Farmers Union pregame show as the Tauros will look to take 3 of 4 possible points from the Bruins this weekend.